What's happening? What's happening with it? What it do? What's good with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. And jump in the comments. Let me know you in the building. We got Big Tony in the building. What's happening with it? Jay West, Jay Grant, Leon Robinson. Salute to y'all. Salute. James Jones in the building. Sweet James Jones. Dominique, what's happening with it? Yeah, like I said, y'all smash on that like button when you come in the building. We definitely finna cook today. Yeah. Yeah, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Money Brown TV, and the rest of you niggas. Yeah, we gonna cook today. Yeah, we definitely gonna cook today. 24 Ant, what's happening with it? Mike Ryan. Yeah. Like I said, y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Fred Mirror, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely gonna cook today. See what y'all gotta say today. Yeah. I told y'all day was coming. I told y'all that everybody that was, man, you capping. Tank Davis ain't with Floyd. Tank he running his own career. He signed to Showtime and GTD promotion. He doing his own thing with Showtime. Floyd ain't got nothing. Yeah, today is y'all day. Let's go. Anyway, hit the like button. Before I get on their ass, hit the like button. And it's a lot, that's been going on. A lot of talking been going on in boxing. We ain't got too many fights going on this weekend. I think we got ESPN. I think they got Isaac Dogbay and Joet Gonzalez. They fighting this weekend. Other than that, I don't really know too many fights that's popping off this weekend. Y'all might could be able to help me if y'all know more. But Andrew Ruiz, he going around doing interviews and shit, leading up to his fight with Ruiz Ortiz. That's a cool fight. I just wonder, I asked myself something, right? I said, could any of these fighters today, right now, beat Ruiz Ortiz in his prime? Could any of these fighters right now could have beat Ruiz Ortiz 12 years ago? Ruiz Ortiz early in his 30s. Could any of these heavyweight fighters right now could have beat a prime Ruiz Ortiz when he was, let's say 12 years ago, he was in his prime. He even let's go back to the first Ortiz that fought Wilder. I wouldn't say that he was in his prime when he fought Wilder, but I'll say that he wasn't too far out of his prime. Or maybe he was at the tail end of his prime when he first fought Wilder. J.O. says Tyson Fury schools him in his prime. Well, that shit is funny to me because Tyson Fury said he'll never fight Ruiz Ortiz, that he was too dangerous. He was too big of a risk. That's what Tyson Fury said, J.O. So I want to know how you come up with Tyson Fury schools Ruiz Ortiz in his prime. I want to know how you came up with that theory if Tyson Fury didn't even think so himself. But what's happening with it? Fury didn't want none of them cats wanted no smoke with Ruiz Ortiz in his prime. Wilder the only one that would give him a chance. And that's a fact. Now, him and Tyson Fury, prime for prime, I don't know. I have to see it. I have to see it. But I damn sure guarantee you Tyson Fury Luiz Ortiz in his prime ain't schooling no Tyson Fury. I mean, my bad. I damn sure guarantee y'all that Tyson Fury in his prime ain't schooling no Luiz Ortiz in his prime. It just ain't going down like that. That's why ain't nobody won't smoke with Ortiz. Dub right side, Dead Game Boxing, Leon Robinson. I see y'all. Ruben Gutierrez, Greg Abernathy. What's happening with it? J.O., by your comment, you let me know that by reading your comment, bro, I'm already knowing that you ain't been watching boxing for too long, right? You just ain't. I could tell that your boxing knowledge is, it ain't on the top level. I just leave it at that. Your boxing knowledge ain't on the top level. Because you say that so Tyson Fury fought Wilder, the guy who beat Ortiz twice, but he's scared of Ortiz. Come on, laugh out loud. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what your comment even means. But like I said, once again, I said Luiz Ortiz in his prime. In his prime. Let's go back 12 years ago. I don't think, or the question was, can any of these heavyweights right now, listen to the question, right? Because either you just don't know shit about boxing or you're not able to comprehend the question that I asked. I said right now, if this was the Luiz Ortiz of 12 years ago in his prime, could any of these heavyweights today beat him? And you said Tyson Fury schools him. Well, my answer was, how did you come up with that theory that Tyson Fury schools him? Because Tyson Fury told you out of his own mouth that he would never fight Luiz Ortiz. That Luiz Ortiz was too big of a threat. He was too big of a risk. He would never fight Luiz Ortiz. But in your mind, that means that Tyson Fury would dominate him and school him. Make it make sense to me, bro. And yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button because it's going to be a cook today. I see you knock out and your ass getting cooked today. Yeah. You, Money Brown, he could wake up and walk and wipe the motherfucking cold out of his eyes too. You know what I'm saying? When he see this, you getting cooked and anybody else that want it gonna get cooked. I told y'all day was coming real soon. Ain't no more denying this shit. But Knockout, y'all make sure that y'all go sub to my brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Knockout is a brilliant boxing mind, but this is the type of shit that happens when you move the goalpost for your favorite fighter that you love. It just gotta happen. But y'all gotta stay tuned for that later on in the show. Not just Knockout Boxing 86 TV. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about Money Brown too. He gonna get his ass cooked. Who else? Motherfucking Mr. Steal Your Chin. Now he done changed his name to the best dad ever. Yeah, your ass getting cooked too. He think cause he live in Baltimore. He a part of Gervonta Tank Davis team. Always talking about some we this and we that and we that. Nigga, you ain't a part of the team. But yeah, bring his ass off in here too. What's happening with it, Coach? Coach, if you want to join up here so we can cook these niggas today, you more than welcome, Coach. Yeah, you got to pay the piper today. You got to pay the piper today. Yeah, and all you other niggas that want to sniff up, sniff up on the Floyd Mayweather nuts and shit and lick all in between Gervonta Davis's thighs and shit, taking up for everything he do, y'all niggas can get cooked too. Because for months, Y'all niggas was telling me I was capping and I didn't know what I was talking about. And I was just hating on Tank because Tank said he gonna do this and Tank gonna do what he said he was gonna do and all of that shit. You know, and y'all hit the like button. And if you mad, bite more blood out the bottom of your lip and hit the dislike button. Yeah, hit the like button. But if you're real mad, if you're feeling some type of way, it's a dislike button you can hit too. You know, the dislike button for the suckers. Yeah, y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad till you can get mad today. I got you, coach. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's going down today. It's really going down. But back to this, back to what I was talking about. Back to Luis Ortiz. Back to Luis Ortiz, man. Because Luis Ortiz, he was dangerous as hell in his prime. A lot of y'all didn't get to see Luis Ortiz when he was younger. But dude was a problem, you know. Of course, just like most Cubans do, they you know, he turned pro later on in his career because, you know, they got to wait till they make it over to America from Cuba. They be stuck over there. But Luis Ortiz, when he touched down, you know, the monster Luis Ortiz, King Kong, ain't nobody want to fuck with him. So for anybody that tells me that Tyson Fury would have schooled Luis Ortiz in his prime right now, you don't know shit about boxing. So that's just what I gotta say. Coach, man, while we on this Luis Ortiz, my question was, do you think any heavyweight today, right now, besides Wilder, we're gonna leave Wilder because they fought, but when Luis Ortiz was in his prime, let's go back, let's say 12 years ago, you think any of these heavyweights of today would have been able to beat Luis Ortiz?
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I definitely give Tyson Fury a fair.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You cut out. I can't hear you, Coach. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You good now? Yeah, you good now.
Well, I'm gonna give Luis Ortiz. Because he is a boxing motherfucker and he's so fucking big. You know, I think he would definitely. It would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a.
You cutting out. You cutting out, Coach.
In his prime, I think he could fuck with him. Yeah, I think he can fuck with him, and you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said I think he could. Oh, okay. I said I think he could fuck with him. And
Coach, go out and come back in. Your audio's off. You off. Yeah, because Coach, he was hearing me like 5 seconds after I already had told him something. So yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button while we wait for Coach to come back in. Queen Shamika Jackson in the building. Salute to you, Queen. Here go, Coach. Hold on. What's up, Coach?
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
I think he would. I think Tyson Fury could fuck with him even when he was in his prime, bro. I think that it would be a good fight. It'll be definitely a competitive fight, but I would give it a 50-50 fight because Tyson Fury is so fucking big, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he can box, bro. You got to give him his fucking credit as far as that goes. But the rest of the fighters of today, only one like I could really see fucking with him, it would be like Jared Anderson could fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But not the rest of these heavyweights, they couldn't fuck with, like Dillian White and all of these motherfucking bum ass dudes. Joe Joyce could fuck with him too. I'm gonna give Joe Joyce credit. It would be a good fight with him and Joe Joyce. Cause Joe Joyce a big old dude too, and he fucking, you know, he punch fucking hard. So that's like 50-50 fights, you know. Even when Ortiz was in his prime, it's like 50-50 fights. So, you know, I give Tyson Fury his credit, bro. He would be able to fight him for sure.
Yeah. I like I said, man, I think that it would be a good fight, but you can't tell me that Tyson Fury would dominate Luis Ortiz in his prime. You just can't tell me that, and I respect your boxing mind.
Now I ain't gonna say he would dominate him. Ain't nobody would have dominated him in his prime. Not dominated him, you know. Cause when Wilder was a champion, especially in that first fight, Wilder got hurt in that fucking fight, and he almost ended it. So, you know, Tyson Fury, Ortiz, bro, he was a good fucking fighter. So he a 50-50 with anybody when he was in his prime.
Now you see what's going on with fat ass Andy Ruiz, right? Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz were supposed to fight years ago on several days. I mean, this motherfucker was supposed to fight Luis Ortiz on at least 4 different several occasions, and he would never fight him. Now, what he's done that nobody's talking about, see, Andrew Ruiz, fat ass, he think he's slick, bro. He think he's slick because what he's doing now is now he can see that Luis Ortiz is at the end of his road, right? He's not the same fighter no more. Now he want to step up and take the fight. But bro, when he was calling you out all the time years ago, he refused to take the fight. He didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz. He kept turning it down. But all of a sudden now, your flabby ass want to get in there and now you want to fight him. Now you want to fight him. And just for that simple fact, I hope Luis Ortiz knock snot out of Andrew Ruiz.
I don't think
he's trying to be slick, bro.
I don't think Andrew Ruiz gonna beat him right now.
Straight you don't think so?
Nope.
I don't know because Andrew Ruiz got fast hands, right? And Luis Ortiz, like I said, he's not the same fighter. He get hit with a lot of more shit that he don't see coming, and now he's been knocked. You know, he's been knocked out by Wilder a couple times. Didn't he get dropped in his last fight?
I didn't see him get dropped. He didn't look bad at the fight.
What I think both of them got hurt. Not knockout coming on. I'm gonna ask knockout.
What's up, bro?
Didn't Luis Ortiz get hurt in his last fight?
Yeah, Charles Martin. His legs don't look the same, bro. Charles Martin caught him with a right hand, bro, and he got his leg got stiffed in the mother. You can tell his legs is gone, bro.
Yeah. Is gone. So Andrew Ruiz is looking at that, and he noticed that shit. He like, oh yeah, shit, I'll take the fight now. But I don't respect that shit because you should have fought that man years ago. That man was trying to fight him on at least 4 separate occasions, and Andrew Ruiz kept pulling out or kept turning down the fight.
Y'all right in what y'all was saying. I agree with both of y'all on his whole, like, in his prime and shit. Tyson Fury could get with him. Maybe Joe Joyce because of his chin, but Joe Joyce would get outboxed. It's just if Luis Ortiz can hurt him or not. And then if Joe Joyce can hit Luis Ortiz, how does Luis Ortiz respond? But nobody fucking like a southpaw like that, bro, with that type of power at heavyweight that can box like him, bro, in his prime. Like, ain't nobody I ain't just gonna say they could completely beat him, but it's guys that I think are a close fight, like Tyson Fury, Joe Joyce. I think Jared Big Baby Anderson can give anybody problems with his athleticism. And then obviously Deontay Wilder, you know, with that right hand. But everybody else, shit, probably food, to be honest with you. Everybody else probably was food for Luis Ortiz in his prime and shit, man. And that's why they avoided him for so goddamn long.
Let me shed some light on Dundada. You know what I'm saying? One of his quotes for today. You know Dundada gonna come through the building. He always gonna say some silly shit. You know, Dundada says it wasn't Andrew Ruiz that was turning down the fights. It was all Al Haymon. So, you know, Dundada must be sitting in the motherfucking luxury office with Al Haymon, and he know exactly what's going on. Okay, Dundada, I hear you. It wasn't Andrew Ruiz. It was Al Haymon. Okay.
The shit is so crazy to me, bro. And this is for everybody because a lot of people, they put shit on Al Haymon, right? But I don't understand how you could do that and just say that shit like it's a fact when Al Haymon don't never talk. So all you getting is what Oscar De La Hoya say about Al Heyman, or what Bob Arum would say about Al Heyman, or what somebody would say about Al Heyman. You never get his side, and you just assume that motherfuckers that you know have lied to you before. You know Eddie Hearn done lied to your ass. You know Bob done lied to you before. You know Oscar done lied to you before. You know that they done lied to you before, but you just believe they side or whatever they say negative about Al Heyman. That shit's crazy to me, bro. I ain't saying they right or wrong. I'm just saying you only got one side of the story and you acting like that shit is facts, bro. That shit don't make no sense to me, dog.
Damn, what the fuck?
Oh, you go ahead and cook real quick. Give me 1 second.
Already got you. And so yeah, bro, like that's the issue, man. Like, I don't know what type of boxing fans or just people, bro. Like, I need a lot of information before I just say something with absolute certainty. I'll give you my opinion and tell you what I'm basing my opinion off of, but I'm not. That's why you ain't never heard me say like, yo, PBC just blocking fights, or Al Heyman is the problem with boxing, because you don't know, bro. He could have offered them some shit, and it could be Andy Ruiz turning the shit down, bro. Like, you don't know. He could have sent offers or told people, hey, this is what it takes to get my fighter over there, and then they didn't want to pay it, and then they just say, well, Al Heyman's blocking the fight because he ain't gonna do all that talking and shit. PBC is the only one where you don't know what the fuck going on, and then boom, a whole goddamn schedule get announced. Of fights that they was working on that you didn't even know they was fucking working on, bro. He don't talk. So how you gonna say he blocking shit? What up, coach? OG,
Hey,
what up?
hey, I saw your video early. I watched it early.
I dropped two. I dropped two videos. I did a Devin Haney video and I just did a Tank video right before Key came on. Which one you talking about?
Oh, the Devin Haney video. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched. I watched.
What you think? I know you ain't just want to tell me you watched it, because I know you support me all the time. What you got, man? What I say wrong, bro? What I done did now, coach?
I said wrong. I ain't gonna say it wrong.
You chopping up real bad, coach.
I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good now. Go ahead.
I said the thing that we don't know is this: we don't know the stipulations of the contract. We don't know if it was immediately next. He gotta fight him next. We don't know if he can fight somebody else before he fight Kambosos again. We don't know. We don't know what was in the contract. We don't know how it was situated. But I know one thing. This is one thing that I do know. I know this. I know that Devin Haney, from what I've seen so far and from everything they say, that he ain't lying. You understand? Because he ain't never lied to me before. He never lied to us before. And why would he go on there and say that's cap? You understand? That they fight October 16th. Why would he go on there and say that's cap? Because obviously it must be cap. Because Dev don't just normally come out and just tell a lie. So everything Devin say he gonna do or wanna do, he mean that shit. So for you to say that, they gotta fight Kambosos, it's already done. So why those other guys not calling him out is because of the fact that they know he got a fight set up already. But nobody knows the situation of the contract. We don't know the ins and outs of that contract. So that's just like saying right now about with Al Heyman. So we don't know. That's my thing. So we don't know the situation. We don't know the stipulations that was put up in there. Did he have to fight Kambosos immediately if he say that he want to fight again? Is it that or not? We don't know. You see what I'm saying? So why would Devin come out and say that's cap?
I feel you. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough, because October coming quick. So
yeah,
just based on what we do know, Kambosos ain't gave no inclination that he gonna do anything other than fight Devin Haney. So, and then, like I was saying in the video, bro, this is a point that I ain't never brought up. And then I'll bring up here real quick. I know that ain't the topic. We were just waiting on Key to get back. So I'll get back to whatever he want to talk about. But one thing I will say, bro, like when it comes to the best option is to let Devin Haney fight a big fight, whether it's Tank or Loma. The best option is to find a way to get Kambosos to step aside or be willing to take another fight or take some money so Devin can do something else. And Bob Arum just don't strike me as the type that's gonna pay a fighter to step aside when he know his fighter will beat their ass anyway. Like, he gonna try to make money off the motherfucker. So if he gonna pay Kambosos some shit, it's gonna be for Kambosos to fight because he know the only chance Kambosos got is to close his motherfucking eyes, throw a mean ass right hand, and hope Devin Haney forgot the box for about 5 seconds and just hope that he hit him. Other than that, Kambosos ain't got no shot. So if you a promoter, you ain't gonna pay nobody to step aside when you can just go ahead and tell your fighter, look, man, go ahead and take care of this shit, beat his ass, we're gonna pay you, we're gonna pay him, and then we got a big fight for you next. Because you can make two fights and try to make money off of Devin Haney 2 times, let him fight in Australia again, beat Kambosos' ass, then make the big fight. It makes no sense if you Bob Arum to pay Kambosos not to fight, because now what you hoping is whatever fight you get for Devin Haney is going to be big enough to where you make money off that fight to where you can pay Devin Haney and his opponent, and on top of that, hopefully recoup the money that you paid Kambosos. That shit just don't make sense. I hope it happened because don't nobody want to see Kambosos versus Devin Haney. But it's just based on everything that we know. It's telling me that Devin is going to fight Kambosos. But again, bro, I hope I'm wrong because I don't want to see that fight. I don't want to see that fight next. Like, I don't like seeing fights that I know the outcome, just like you. But it's just that's what it's looking like, bro. And then before that, and I'll be quiet. Before that, Bill Haney was just on the Boxing Voice the morning before that shit got announced, and he was basically saying, "Yeah, bro, we gonna have to fight Kambosos because ain't nobody stepping up." So he all but confirmed it, and then Michael Benson comes out with this shit, and this is the same Michael Benson. Remember, he's the one that reported that the WBO ordered Janabek and Andrade. He reported Joe Joyce's next fight. He reported what the WBA was doing with Leo Santa Cruz. So he be reporting shit to be accurate, bro. So at the end of the day, we just all gotta wait and see. But for me, Devin Haney fighting Kambosos next, bro.
Okay, so now we didn't let y'all get that shit off your chest. We can touch on that some more later. But I want to talk about AB. I want to talk about this Adrien Broner shit. Because, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. I want to talk about this Adrien Broner shit because AB, man, he showed out again. Y'all seen it. He showed out again. Then cussed out Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman, talking about they played him, putting him on a rinky-dink ass Zoom press conference. But see, the thing is that's just AB lashing out because he know that he had his last role. AB had a nerve enough to say that, yeah, and y'all keep pushing my motherfucking fight back. Who has a 6-month camp? Like, y'all playing with me. But I watch and I follow Adrien Broner on social, on his Instagram and shit. AB ain't even in shape now. That nigga ain't in shape now. Have y'all seen how badly built that nigga is right now? He ain't even in shape now. How the fuck he thought he was going to be able to fight last month or the month before? Them pushing his fight back is helping him. Ain't no way AB was going to be ready to fight a month ago or the month before that. Let's keep it 100. Like, come on, AB. You showing out because you fucked up. It ain't Al Heyman. It ain't Steven Espinoza. And at this point in time, bro, they don't really owe you a motherfucking thing. Because, yeah, AB, he did step up and he was fighting any and everybody, right? He was fighting any and everybody, the can man. He moved up. He fought Marcos Maidana. He wanted to fight Marcos Maidana. Ain't nobody forced him in that shit. You feel me? He wanted to do that. Nobody forced him into that. He got his motherfucking ass beat. Got damn near halfway killed in the ring versus Marcos Maidana. Then, remember, they gave him some warm-up fights, let him tune up a little bit, and say, you know what? We're going to give you another fight. If you think that you that good, well, shit, let's put you in there against Sean Porter. Now remember, AB was calling for that Sean Porter shit. Talking about Sean Porter was a motherfucking wrestler and he couldn't fight. AB was the one that was talking that shit. They ain't forced AB in the ring with Sean Porter, but he went in there and what he did, held and hugged all night and threw about 3 punches every round and got beat every motherfucking minute of every round against Sean Porter, except for a split second when he caught Sean Porter off guard and, and knocked him down. A flash knockdown. Other than that, AB looked horrible in that fight. AB fought Mikey Garcia. What did he do against Mikey Garcia? Lost every motherfucking round except for about 2 rounds, and he wouldn't throw no punches. They didn't give AB chance after chance after chance, right? And then when he didn't deserve it, because you had motherfuckers like Keith Thurman, you had cats like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. All of them was calling for Manny Pacquiao. All of them wanted smoke with Manny Pacquiao. But what they do, they did it for AB. You know what, AB? We're going to give you another chance. We're going to give you a Manny Pacquiao fight. We're going to give you a chance to, if he had to beat Manny Pacquiao, come on now. AB would have been on top of boxing. And yeah, it was an older Manny Pacquiao, but still. Motherfuckers was still giving Manny Pacquiao that respect. Right? He went out there and what the fuck he do? Did the same shit he did against Sean Porter, against Mikey Garcia, against Marcos Madonna, all of them. He did the same shit. Went out there and wouldn't throw no motherfucking punches and was holding all night trying to survive. Scared in the bitch. Then he take a 2-year layoff. He said he was done with boxing. He want to go sell dope in the streets. Fuck boxing. Fuck everybody. Because you lost. You embarrassed. Didn't nobody tell you to go in the ring and perform like that against Manny Pacquiao? They gave you a chance. Now, AB, I know niggas like that. It's niggas that always fuck up. Don't know. It don't matter what it is. They gonna fuck it up. And then when it's time for them to answer the questions for that, you didn't did something wrong to them. You the reason why. And that's AB. Now, he can't blame nobody else. Now he pointing the finger at Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza. Oh, man, y'all fucking me. Y'all doing this and y'all doing that. Bro, they didn't give you chance after chance after chance. And now if I'm Al Heyman or Steven Espinoza, I'm listening to all of that shit. And I'm like, all right, bet. That's your last chance, bro. You might as well perform your ass off against motherfucking Omar Figueroa, because after that, you ain't getting no more fights over here, buddy. You feel me? You're not finna get no fights. Yeah, you complain about we pushed the fight back. Well, we're gonna push the next one back for motherfucking forever. Because you ain't getting in the ring if it got to do with the PBC. So you go over there, holler at DAZN or Top Rank and see if they gonna fuck with you, because we through with you. We're gonna go ahead and give you a severance package too. We'll pay you the rest. I'll give you the rest of the money, right? You can have and this is me. If I'm Al Heyman, you can have the rest of the millions that I owe you, that you saying I owe you from the Manny Pacquiao fight, and help yourself. Have a good day. You feel me? And just let him do his own thing, because all he gonna do is take that money. He gonna fuck off the bag. Yeah, he gonna fuck it off. He gonna sit up in the motherfucking bar and drink all day, and that's just what he gonna do. I'm just keeping it 100. I think that was his last straw. And yeah, I got you, OTB. Real talk, me personally, I think that was his last. That was it, bro. They ain't fucking with you no more after that. Ain't no way. And then what make it worse is he gonna go in the ring and he gonna perform like some shit. Y'all can get mad if you want to. He gonna go in the ring and he gonna perform like some shit. That's what he gonna do. But it is what it is. I know people love AB. I love AB too, but we got to start calling him out on this bullshit. And he's trying to blame everybody else, point the finger. But, bro, it's you. You got chance after chance after chance after chance. Yeah, the problem, it was the right name. AB the problem child. Because that motherfucker act like Junior. Coach, go ahead, man.
Go let knockout. Go ahead, knockout.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Look,
wait,
man.
let me read the super chat. My man,
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Echelon, man. Somebody got their background on. Okay. Is that Coach? I think that's Coach.
No, I'm muted, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody got their background on. But man, Upper Echelon in that super chat, he said, shout out Key in the panel. He said, yeah, let's cook. You already know. Ricky Williams, Mr. Make the fucking fight. What's happening, Ricky? Yes, sir. But yeah. Go ahead, knockout.
All right, man. Yeah. I hope that wasn't me. Am I good? Are we good?
Yeah, you good.
All right, cool. Bet. Look, man. Everything you said was all facts, but I'm just coming at it.
Hold on, bro. I'm sorry to interrupt you, bro. I just seen the comment. That shit just caught me off guard. I wouldn't have.
I know which one.
Bro. Dog. Come on, dog. You ain't come on, man, bro. This nigga gonna
What happened, bro? I'm missing it. What happened? Read that shit.
That guy's gonna come up in here talking about can't nobody beat AB at 140. Right now. He said, can't nobody right now at 140 pounds beat AB.
Listen, bro. OTB is a diehard AB fan.
That wasn't OTB, bro. That was
no. I know, but yeah. OTB will tell you that AB is done, bro.
I don't know about nobody at 140. No, he won't.
I don't know about nobody at 140.
Nah, bro. He said he beat everybody. OTB. It ain't that he can't beat nobody. He said he beat everybody, bro.
I'm dropping this link for Upper Echelon. Don't nobody else grab the link but Upper Echelon because I don't know his email.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But just real quick on what you were talking about, Key, man. Look, bro, everything you said was all facts. But where I'm coming from it, just talking directly to AB, man. Look, man, you gotta shut your ass up, bro. I understand you apologize right after and shit, but you gotta have some self-awareness and evaluate yourself. And you gotta understand, bro, the most entertaining thing about your ass right now is your press conferences, bro. You can't be running away from them hoes and not showing up to them hoes, bro. That's where we get our content with from you now, bro. It's not your fighting no more, dog. It's your motherfucking press conferences. So if you're not gonna show up and do your press conferences and pop your shit and talk your shit, then bro, they have no use for you because they not gonna get no good content. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around and trying to show your fights and shit. That's why they went back and they showed your shit with Madonna. They didn't show your fight with Gervonta Santiago to get people crunk for this fight. You know why they didn't show that fight, AB? Because that shit was trash, bro. And he beat you for real. And so they ain't show that shit. They showing your fights from 5-6 years ago and shit. So you got to do good at the press conference and shit, bro. You got to shine. And that's all I got, man. And, I don't believe in his ass in the ring no more. So I was disappointed because I thought I was going to have something to talk about because his press conferences is the most entertaining thing about his ass right now, bro.
Well, I'm finna time your motherfucking ass out if you come up in here talking about what this nigga said. Nobody never beat AB at 140.
Nah, you from the city.
Garcia, man.
Nah, he from the city.
Just said y'all some AB. Hey, somebody time his ass out, man.
He from the city. Don't time him out, man. And y'all know how my city love AB, man. Come on.
I ain't gonna block him. He got to be in timeout to think about this. I don't give a fuck if you got if you live next door to AB. You ain't finna tell no lies like that, bro.
Style him out, Debo.
He must. He think about AB at 135 because at 140 he was getting all that money getting to him. Madonna, Mikey Garcia. Come on, man.
He fought McDonough at 47.
Where he fight Mikey Garcia at?
He fought Mikey at 40.
Yeah,
like a catchweight.
About Mikey at 40 something, at 44.
Catchweight.
144. Yeah. That's why they said when they fought that fight that they should have made a 144-pound belt. Man, hell nah. Got enough fucking belts in weak ass divisions.
Nah, you either be 140 or 147.
He was 140.
Let me go in order.
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna get back in order.
Yeah.
Knockout. But hold on, Coach. It's on you, Coach.
Let Kwame go.
Okay, Kwame, it's on you.
Yeah, what's good? Salute to the panel.
I'll go last, Key.
All right.
Yeah, salute
Nah,
to the
Coach,
panel.
I think I might need to go last on this one, Coach.
OTB, we don't need you to put on the AB bulletproof vest. The nigga's trash. He's done.
Trash.
We got to stick a fork in AB. And I fuck with Twin. See, I'm gonna call him Twin because I really fuck with him like that. I fuck with Twin, but we gotta call a spade. The bro, he's done. You gotta stick a fork in him. He after Maidana beat his ass like that, something happened. He became gun shy or something. He don't throw no punches, and he gonna get fucked up in this fight too. Because I'm gonna tell you why he gonna get fucked up. Because Figueroa, he throw a lot of punches. Everyone know that if you throw a lot of punches at Adrien Broner, he gonna just shell up and he gonna just try to pot shot you and go like you ain't hit him. While you rack the points up on him. So look, let's just call a spade a spade. Adrien Broner, he was great for boxing. His time has passed. It's up, and unfortunately, it's his fault because he never took his craft serious. Once the fame got to him, once he put them veneers in his motherfucking mouth, once he went on tour with Lil Wayne, boxing became secondary. He didn't know how to handle fame, and that's real. A lot of motherfuckers think they could be Floyd Mayweather. They could go around Floyd and deal with all the distractions Floyd put around himself, and then think they're gonna show up in the ring and perform like Floyd. But Floyd, I don't know if Floyd just be testing himself, but Floyd he got the ultimate discipline. He gonna go work. He gonna go run. He gonna be walking around at fight weight all year. Now Adrien Broner, he gonna come in with a pot belly.
But
He
Floyd
gonna be
talking
getting
about somebody ain't fighting AB. Man, get out of here with that.
He gonna be in legal trouble, you know. And me personally, I think it was very disrespectful for him to even say that shit about Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza because they the motherfuckers paying him, and they've been doing him a solid just based off his past numbers. Because we all know what we gonna get from Adrien Broner. A lackluster motherfucking performance. We all know that. We know it. OTB, you watch film. Nigga, you telling me you can look at his film and say he's still exciting and good? You can do a breakdown on his shit and be like, oh yeah, he still got it. Nah, he don't. We just gotta call a spade a spade at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was highly disrespectful. This is his last hurrah. I agree with Keon 100%. They should, if they own some money, just give him his motherfucking money and give him his walking papers because this is business, you know. And this is business, you know. At the end of the day, he should have put boxing first. He wanted to be a porn star. He wanted to be a criminal. He wanted to be a dope dealer. He wanted to be everything except a boxer, you know. And you can't play boxing. And I just, you know, me personally, I got love for Twin. I don't want to see his motherfucking ass get knocked out, go out like that. But there's a good chance that it can happen. World Combat, you say he only 32, but he washed out. He an old 32.
Why he got so many miles on him? Why?
Bro, man.
Did you see what Marcus Maidana did to that man?
Hey, do AB look 32? That's all you gotta ask yourself. Do he look 32?
That nigga got all kind of grays in his beard. And
like 42.
The nigga been a champion since he was 22, yeah. Tank been a champion since he was the same fucking age, and he ain't fought half the fighters this man fought. Let's call ducks ducks.
It ain't about Tank being a duck.
We gonna talk about Tank. We gonna talk about Tank. We gonna get to Tank, but we talking about AB right now.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
know-
saying.
and
So
you know
when
what-
we talk about the miles that he have, this man fought champions and Hall of Fame fighters.
But we talking about no. Hold on, OTB. If we gonna go there, let's keep it 100, right? If you fighting these top upper echelon fighters, but you losing every round to them, bro, I don't give a goddamn who you fight. He ain't even competing in none of these fights.
When we start giving credit to the person that gets shot instead of the shooter.
Like, bro, he's not even.
Come on,
I
Up,
can
man. Me
understand-
and you been on this. Up, man.
Come on, bro. I can
So we've been
understand,
rocking all
but you
day.
ain't even competing.
Nah, facts. Our facts.
Like
Thank you,
you
matter of
fighting
fact.
Sean Porter, and you're not even competitive in that fight. You
Never.
fighting Manny Pacquiao, you're not even competitive. You just trying to survive. You fight Marcos Madonna, and I ain't gonna shit on him for the Marcos
say
Madonna.
that wasn't competitive.
He tried to fight it. He tried to fight. Like, you
And
know what I'm
That
saying?
was
I'm gonna
the
give him.
end of it.
I
That-
give
that
him
was-
all the credit in the world for the Madonna fight, even though he got schooled and he got beat up bad, but he tried to fight. All them
Right.
other fights, bro, he just got in there and took your motherfucking money. He wasn't even competitive in none of them other fights.
He got broken from that
So,
mic.
All right.
like,
All right.
so we can't even give him credit for fighting Mikey Garcia and Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao and all of them because, bro, you fought him and that's it. You got in the ring with him. You wasn't even competitive.
Y'all do realize
least
that
be
all of them
competitive.
fighters landed their lowest punch total amounts of any fighters that they
Yeah,
fought
because
against
he didn't
Adrien
throw no
Broner.
punches. The motherfucker
That's
was
them
running
hitting him.
and
They hit him less than anybody they ever fought.
because he
They
didn't throw no.
shell.
Now
That's because he was all fucking survival. That's
Bruh.
why.
okay, he let his hands go, but
Bruh,
you
so-
can't take
so-
away from the talent, man.
OTB,
And the
OTB.
defensive,
So what-
he's always been a counterpuncher. So shit.
OTB. So you telling me that Manny Pacquiao landed less punches on AB than he did on Floyd? That's what you telling me?
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Yep.
You
Go
know
look it
it's
up.
bull- You
Go
know
look
it's
it up.
bullshit.
Go look it up.
Come
OTB,
on, man.
OTB,
Go look it up.
OTB. Just like you don't like.
And I'm about to
hold
tell
on.
you something else. This is my
OTB,
turn.
before you-
Hold on, coach. You
OTB,
said you
OTB,
wanted to go back.
before you do this,
Hold on,
OTB,
these lights
know
gotta
I
get
have
up.
I have
Y'all
copy
gotta get these
on
lights
my
up.
computer.
I already know. Go ahead, look it up.
Hey, hold
Well, I gotta
on.
go ahead and
Hey,
cook and
on
remind
now.
y'all how
Knockout.
Adrien Broner
Knockout.
saved y'all fucking sport.
Hey, knockout.
Who was
Hold on real
Floyd
quick.
gonna pass the torch to?
OTB,
Go ahead,
hold on,
Keith.
man. These lights is looking horrible. Y'all got to get these lights up. Like, I don't understand why motherfuckers will come in the building, watch the show, but won't hit the like button and just stare at that much. Get the likes up. Hit the like button.
Don't worry, they
Damn.
about to all jump up after this shit. Don't worry, everybody about to go liking shit after this shit because they about to be like,
Dang.
OTB talking some bullshit.
But
But the
yeah,
fact
go
of,
ahead, y'all.
but the fact of the matter is, who was Floyd gonna pass the torch to? We talk all this
Tank.
shit about how
You see it already. Tank.
stop.
Tank.
Because he was coming later. He was coming later. When AB caught that torch, and while y'all talking about some Tank and these fucking Charlos, man, but PBC could use AB to promote them all, because all they asses was on AB card. All of them. All of them. Stop. Hold on,
that
Keith.
shit.
Kwame, let me
Nah,
cook.
this is me. Yo, you cut me up. I was cooking. You responded, just kept going. I'm just saying.
You wasn't
Look at-
done?
Nah, look at. How could you say that when after this nigga Adrien Broner took his
Hold on, bro.
ass
You can rebuttal when I'm finished.
I'm
But
just
go
saying
ahead.
after AB took his ass whooping from after AB took his ass whooping from Madonna, it was Floyd who had to go save him. You know what I'm saying?
Floyd
And that's-
threw him in there. First of all, come on now.
Floyd-
This is you talking to.
Floyd threw him
Floyd
in there.
threw him in there. Yes.
Threw him
yes.
in there with who?
Yes, Floyd didn't want that fight, and then Madonna didn't want the fight on the backup side. They said they wouldn't have never fought AB again because they know they caught him at a good time. So come on, man. Let's be real about the shit.
We
Ain't
gonna
nobody wanting
make
no
an
smoke with
excuse
that
for him
boy.
getting an ass whooping, bro.
They made the excuse. Shit, because he wanted the
Hey,
rematch. They turned
Mark-
down that rematch.
Pacquiao landed
put it
82 out
on
of
his
197. No, hold on one second. Pacquiao landed 82 out of 197 of his power punches against Broner, right? Then Pacquiao only landed he landed 81 out of 429 against Floyd.
You got him backwards, bro. He landed 112 punches against AB. He He landed 81 against Floyd. You said 81 for both of them.
No, that's total punches. I said power punches.
Short, OTB,
I was giving you
landed more
power
punches.
punches. Power punches. He landed 82. I'm not talking about the jab. Pacquiao landed 82 out of 197 power punches against Broner, and I said on the power punches he landed 81 out of 148 against Floyd. He had one more power punch on AB.
Hey,
what's
total
the
punches.
point?
The point is, OTB was wrong. He landed
he lost damn near every round.
Well, I was supposed to say anybody not named Floyd, but I ain't make it out because I started
he still wasn't competitive in none of them fights. So what's the point?
We can't argue that, but yeah, I mean, if we gonna call it a duck, we gonna call it a duck. So, like I was saying, shit, Floyd wasn't gonna pass the torch to fucking Keith Thurman. He wasn't gonna pass it to Tim Mosley. The torch wasn't gonna get passed to none of them. He had to take the torch, and he saved boxing, taking them fucking fights that we all down him for. Because if he don't take them,
wait, hold on, OTB, because I want to talk to OTB.
You trying to get this nigga a participation trophy? I'm sorry.
I got to talk to OTB,
hell,
right?
Not when we wanted Floyd versus Broner, and Floyd talking about some, I ain't fighting my little brother. Quit bringing it up.
OTB. If so answer this question, right? If I go on the court and I play LeBron James, right? And every shot I throw up, he blocked that motherfucker. I don't make no points again, and he dunking on my head every time he get the fucking ball. Do I belong in the NBA?
You can say you don't belong in the NBA because you don't score on LeBron.
Hold on. Do I belong on the court with LeBron James?
Shit, we realize that it's 5 people on each team. Like, hold on, I don't know.
Yes or no?
I'm playing one-on-one.
Hell yeah, because you made it on the court with him. So if you made it where LeBron said, I want to play you, then yes, obviously LeBron.
I didn't say all of that. Now you're moving the goalposts. I didn't say who asked nothing. I said if me and LeBron James playing, we fuck around and I see LeBron James.
Because you can't score on LeBron, I should feel like you don't need to be in the NBA.
Hold on. And I get him to play me one-on-one. I'm talking a gang of shit. And I go out there and I don't make not one point. He blocked every point. Every shot I put up, he blocked. He dunked every time he gets the ball on me, right? I'm not even competitive. But just because I got a chance to play LeBron James, this means that I'm supposed to be on the court with him? You gonna give me a participation trophy for playing LeBron James? What did I prove just because I was able to play him?
Well, just because you played against LeBron and you couldn't beat LeBron don't mean you can't beat goddammit John Concat.
Let's go back to AB. Let's go back to AB, right? Because you're trying to give him credit because he was able to get in the ring and box Mikey Garcia and box Sean Porter and box Madonna and whoever else, right? But he wasn't. He was not competitive in none of those fights. So what is your point? What are you giving him credit for? Because he took the fights? He wanted the fights. Nobody made him get in there. It ain't like they call him and say, hey, AB.
He wanted that bad.
We got to get, man, AB, you got to go fight Sean Porter. We're going to drop you if you don't fight Sean Porter. He ain't saying shit, bro. He thought he was that good. He called for them fights, and he wasn't competitive in none of them. When your favorite football player fuck up, let's say when your favorite basketball player go 0 for motherfucking 15 in the playoff game, you talking shit.
Right, and if you want to give AB his flowers, we talking shit.
But you want to give AB his flowers for getting shut out damn near in every fight when he step up.
Key, and realistically, you just brought something up, made me think. That's why AB was so fucking hot about the virtual press conference, because all the action in his fights is in the press conference with his antics. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Let's also remember how big his press conferences is. When you talk about them, AB do numbers, and AB gonna bring out the stars for his shit.
But that's what the problem is.
But
The
this is a
problem
preliminary,
that
though, bro.
It don't right. It
So
don't
when
roll
that
over.
happened, like I ain't knocking the facts, but we also gonna admit to the other side of the facts.
Yeah,
and the
but it
facts
ain't
is,
about the other side though.
shit,
It don't roll
you gotta
over to the
look
ring.
at both sides. It's always two sides to a fence.
But
Bruh, it
everybody
don't-
has a preliminary on the line, bro. It's a preliminary. Everybody, he already got another interview with Custer coming on today. But the preliminary interview, everybody does that before before they start showcasing the
Okay,
fight.
and we sitting here talking about it. So he still managed to goddamn it muster up. You understand us to be able, like, y'all don't like this is what type of person he is. And if y'all would have let me finish cooking, I would have told y'all. You understand that as well as you understand, just like when Floyd and him was talking about they ain't gonna fight each other. You understand? That was some bullshit. But ain't nobody had no problem with that shit then. You talking about the youngest 4 division champion, undefeated at the time. Yes, y'all supposed to be fucking fighting. So now I ain't hearing that shit. Y'all saved Floyd ass. Y'all ain't make him get his ass in the ring.
Floyd would have did
Talking
that.
about some, that's my little brother. That's my little brother. Quit asking me to fight my big brother. Both of y'all bitch asses did it.
We talking about Floyd and Adrien Broner.
But
The only thing they
y'all
have
ain't
in
make them
common
fight
is
each other at the end
It's
of the
the
day.
conflict of interest if he could guide in that man's career.
It's
Come on,
okay.
man.
That's all right. Y'all gonna justify the shit no matter what. You know what? No problem. But back to what you were saying when it come to that press conference, shit, he still, man, dude is an opportunist, man. Dude ain't like I don't know that he really loved boxing. So you know what I mean? In our cases, then when the fame came, then it might have left. But we watching another fighter in Jarrell Charlo who ain't accomplished half of the things that they did. So nah, man, y'all ain't gonna get me to get up here and say, and I don't feel like this is his last hurrah. I do feel like it is champions at 140 that he beat right now. Now.
Who could he beat, bro? He can't even beat the guy he fighting next.
Who he gonna beat at 140? That's
the
a
champion
champion.
at 140 is Josh Taylor.
It's only one champion at 140 right now.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna beat Josh Taylor. What Josh Taylor?
After that performance, we just seen Jack Catterall with
man,
the.
If you don't get the fuck up out of here with that
we just seen Jack Catterall. Hey, you would never hear me say Jack Catterall better than Adrien Broner.
Hey, OTB, you lost your motherfucking mind right
now. We got to go through Regis program first, bro.
Y'all know I'm biased. Y'all know I think AB fuck Regis up.
You are in my
man. Turn your camera on when you say that shit.
I guarantee you, if we hook OTB up to a lie detector right now, that motherfucker gonna blow up.
He gonna break the machine.
Blow up because he don't believe none of that shit he talking right now.
He just like AB right now. He
opportunity
like wouldn't put a penny on that.
I always had that bias when it come to dude.
He wouldn't put a penny on that shit. He know AB ain't gonna beat nobody. AB couldn't beat motherfucking the nut kicker. What's his name? Ivan Redcatch.
AB running around this motherfucker looking like
Redcatch right now.
AB running around this motherfucker looking like an egg right now. And you talking about
because that's why he complained.
He about to beat the
motherfucker. But y'all know about camps. Like y'all know about camps. Y'all know when you shed the weight in camp. You know that once you shed it, you only trying to keep it down for so long. You understand? We know he had weight problems anyway. He just asked PBC, keep me active. That's all he asked after the Santiago fight. Keep me active.
He got outlanded. He got outlanded in every round by Gervonta Santiago, who a prospect made look like he just started boxing yesterday, bro.
And we ain't seen him since. I ain't hearing that shit, man.
Because of Gary Antoine Russell. He got Gary Antoine Russell fight because he looked so good against AB.
AB hadn't fought in 2 years, and then he asked him to keep me active. That's all he's doing.
Hustle's home.
So yeah, he should have an attitude. Yes, he should be talking shit right now.
Hey.
I asked y'all to keep me active, and y'all postpone this fight for 9-10 months.
He ain't in shape.
Active who?
Ain't in shape right now. What you mean postponed it? They should have postponed it.
Because you
OTB, do you follow AB on Instagram, bro? OTB, you follow AB on Instagram, bro?
For so long. Yeah, bro. I seen him.
Okay, so was he behaving like somebody that want to be active and want to fight, bro?
No, he ain't how he can behave. Love the sport again, man.
OTB, let me ask you a question, real quick.
But on another note, AB, because I know you're gonna watch this shit.
Let me ask you a question real quick, right? Be honest.
Go ahead.
You watch AB on social media just like I do. Now, honestly, seeing him, let's just say go back a month because he crying about the fight being pushed back. Honestly, could you think he could have went in the ring and fought?
Nah, but he could have got a date and shared it the way
No, I'm
that
saying-
we looking at now.
Bro, he's crying because they pushed his fight date back, but he wasn't even in shape a month ago.
So you telling me that
The nigga
we
was
could say
still
that
flabby.
Fortuna was?
This nigga was still
Fortuna
flabby.
just came in,
Love
flabby than a
handle sticking
motherfucker.
out. No
We ain't
booty.
never seen
This
AB
nigga-
walk in
this
the
nigga
ring like
fucked
that.
up.
But every
Hey,
time it's
he
time for him
fucked
to
up
get in the
there.
ring, he on point.
What?
Every time it's time for him to get in the ring, we don't never see that AB. We see it in between, but when it be time
Nigga,
to step
I
in the
asked you a
ring,
simple question.
AB don't
The
walk
fight
in
got
flabby.
pushed. Hold on. You see, you trying to bro.
He
You're not
got
finna do
shape in
that.
the place. That's why he ain't
You
doing
ain't finna do that today because I asked you a simple question. The fight got pushed back, but he wasn't even in shape last month to fight. So you trying to run me around the motherfucking block, nigga. The thing is they pushed the fight back to help his ass out. He wouldn't even been able to fight last month if they hadn't have pushed the fight back.
Yeah, he definitely. And I'm wondering if he even make 140. That's
Like,
my
come
question.
on, bro.
I can't wait to see if he even make 140. I ain't saying he make 140 in
He
10
about like
years.
25 pounds away from that shit now.
In 10 years, but you understand, shit. I ain't gonna never say that. I don't think that he, you understand, or that have an impact because AB ain't going in the ring draining out. We don't know that because he ain't letting his hands go. But shit, he ain't getting tired. He ain't in there tiring out. He ain't taking shots because he tired.
Oh God,
He ain't got that punches around.
It's like you said, you want to get this nigga a part. This professional boxer when niggas is making millions of dollars, and you trying to get this nigga a fucking participation medal because he don't run out of breath.
So you gonna give custody?
No, I'm saying that y'all telling me how out of shape he is don't impact his fighting. We don't know that that's why he throw 10 punches around.
Does Castillo play a medal for fight?
He ain't in there getting tired, falling out, taking shots that he shouldn't be taking. So I can't say that shit impact. You understand? No, that don't have no impact on what I'm saying right now.
He ain't getting tired because the nigga throwing 3 punches around. How the fuck?
Okay,
you
man,
tired?
that's your opinion, bro. Opinions like assholes. Everybody got one.
Everybody know this
never
nigga don't throw no
outperforming
punches.
everybody. He wasn't never out active. He wasn't never the most active fighter, y'all. That ain't never how he fought. So
He like this, OTB.
That don't
if
have
I go outside, I'm OTB. If I go outside right now and speed walk 2 miles, I ain't gonna get tired. But if I run 2 miles, I'm gonna get tired, nigga.
If I run a half a mile, I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be half a tired off a mile, but I can walk 10 miles easy.
But what I'm saying is we don't know that you tired walking, or we don't know if you tired from the heat.
Hey,
so
and
shit.
Hustle's Holmes. I don't know why you would want to give away motherfucking $100 betting on AB against Regis Prograde. You might as well nigga, you could have super chatted that $100.
Yeah, you might well just send him. You might well just send a motherfucker. You might well send a motherfucker.
Everybody in the
that was like Ryan
Super chat
Garcia.
for $100 if you want to give away
Ryan.
like goddamn.
That was like Ryan Garcia betting on damn Gervonta Tank that fight. You just want to
I just bet $100 on this fight on AB. So shit, we gonna bet with AB. Y'all better know that. And if he
you want to bet $100 on the fight, OTB?
He gonna bet. I already did.
On the AB fight.
Oh,
you want to bet $100?
Y'all missed that train. Keith, cut the laugh and emoji up.
Oh, okay.
Tell them they missed that train.
I put 100 against.
I said 100. I said 100 a person.
I put 100.
I got 100 on Figueroa.
I already bet the homie. Y'all missed the bet. That's what I said.
I'm gonna do one
bet.
bet.
I said 100. I ain't say 100 a person.
I said I do 100. I put 100 against your 50.
Man, I said I already put my 100 that I got on AB. With somebody. I'm not betting more than 100 on
where the faith at?
him.
Where the faith at? Where the faith at?
Yeah, I mean, so you understand? You would never question my faith. You understand? In a fighter that, in a person. You understand? That's a person that I know.
Man, y'all pull his.
Y'all hear me talk about AB, man.
Y'all pull his card, man. Just bet on some push-ups. Get that man in shape, man.
Yeah, we could bet 100 subs now.
I ain't making my official.
Can I jump in and say something, guys? Can I say something?
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
Something good
Talk some sense, coach.
Shit just went out the window.
This is all I got to say, bro. Adrien Broner is the most self-destructive human being in boxing I've ever seen. That's number one. Number two, he's like a freaking child that you got to keep an eye on. If he's too quiet in the room, you got to get up out your fucking seat and go see what the fuck he doing. Right? He's been this way. He's a grown-ass fucking man. And you get in there and you shoot yourself in the foot by talking about the man who made you a fucking millionaire. But you can't stay a millionaire. That man is not responsible of making sure you stay a millionaire because you're a grown man and you ought to be taking care of your own responsibility, right? Al Heyman and Steven Espinosa gave this dude ample amounts of time to do better, than what the fuck he's been doing, right? Exactly. Now, OTB, I don't know how you defend bullshit. I really don't. I don't care if the nigga is from like the same city as you. I don't care if that nigga is in your fucking your guest bedroom. I don't give a fuck. That nigga is fucking stupid and dumb, bro.
You've been doing it all day.
Coach, I don't want to interrupt you, but I forgot to read these super chats. Let me read them real quick, then you can continue to cook. My man, Box Talk 101. And make sure that y'all go sub to Box Talk 101. He put out great content. He be, they go and they record the fights, the live fights, and they put it up for everybody to watch. They had every fight, covering every fight. So make sure that y'all go support Box Talk 101. I fuck with them heavy over there. And Brian Brandt,
this ghetto guy, whoever this guy is, you talking about HBO made him a millionaire. Who the fuck was his advisor when he was with HBO?
Quick, Coach, hold on real quick. Brian Brandt says, hell, he barely beat Paulie the racist.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Paulie beat him. I thought that he did beat Paulie. I thought that he did beat Paulie, but I had to go back and watch it again because I was hella AB biased back then. So you couldn't tell me shit about AB back then.
I'm gonna be honest. But you got another super chat?
I think I got all of them. And Lori, salute to Lori. A1, who's on? What's happening with it? Go ahead, Coach.
Listen, I mean, I was addressing this guy. His advisor been Al Heyman. Al Heyman was getting him to fight before the PBC fucking formed. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. But the main thing is this. Just like Keon said earlier, if Al Heyman would have turned him loose with all of his money, he would be fucking broke. Now he's desperate. Adrien Broner is desperate to fight because of the fact that his money ain't right. And he fucked off a lot of money. You understand? So he got to start taking, he's always deflecting his responsibilities of what he's supposed to do in his life and put it on somebody else. And you're going to sit here, motherfucker, as far as I'm concerned, I'd have been done with him. But this man shows mercy and patience with him by getting him on these PBC events. So this dude has screwed his career up by being a fucking moron. Let's just call it what it is, bro. You don't even see fucking Short Bud Rolly going out there and fucking up and doing all the shit AB did, right? So my thing is from the fucking law, from him punching a man walking down the street minding his own fucking business, from him doing all kind of stupid shit. I don't care if a nigga is from my city. That nigga could be my house guest. If you a bullshit ass nigga, I'm gonna call you a bullshit ass dude. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck who you are. If my brother was doing the shit he was doing, right? I'd be like, dude, you a fucking idiot, bro. You fucking up. You understand? But then you got the enablers that was around him, the leeches that was around him, and all the thing they was waiting for was for Adrien Broner to get paid and get another fight. And he fell right into that shit and be fucking splurging and this and that, being immature and retarded, bro. And now, at this point in your fucking career, the little career that you have left, you gonna sit here and talk bad about the fucking president of sports with Showtime and your fucking advisor on his company, the PBC? Bruh, you a fucking self-destructive moron to do shit like that.
Yep.
Now let me tell you something, Coach. I'm gonna let you go in a minute because I know your age. So Aaron Pryor ended up a crackhead. Tony Tubbs, fucking man, Tony Tubbs. We all know what happened to Ricardo Williams. Like, man, this city is as great as it is. You understand? That's how all our fighters end up. Go ahead, you can finish.
Okay. No, I'm sure you have some successful people. It may not even be in boxing who come out of Cincinnati. So that's no excuse because another knucklehead do something stupid. I'm gonna follow behind. Just like I know niggas from the neighborhood, right? They used to sling dope, right? They see these motherfuckers walking around the neighborhood looking retarded. The next thing you know, they are fucking dope. And then I go to question them, I'm like, how the fuck you end up on dope when you sold dope and saw what it did? You know what the answer is to me? Huh? It wasn't gonna do me that. And then I give the idiots this example.
Yep.
I give these idiots this example. Suppose Keon go to the doctor, he has to have surgery, right? He go, they stick that needle in his arm, he go to sleep, they have the surgery. Keon come out, Keon tell me, you know what? When you go to surgery, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take this thing, they're gonna put it in your arm, then they're gonna shoot this shit in there, and you're gonna go to sleep. And I say, no, it ain't gonna do me that. A lie. It's gonna do me the same fucking thing. I'm going my ass to sleep and they're gonna perform surgery on me because that is what that drug is designed to do. Same thing with crack. It's designed to get you hooked and have you turn into a fucking crackhead. Point blank, period. It's the same thing with fucking with this motherfucking moron. You done saw how boxing you got motherfuckers can barely speak. They broke. They don't have no fucking money. And you out there fucking spurging and fucking it off while you young instead of fucking investing and putting your shit away where you supposed to. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Well, look at you now, bro. You followed the same shit that you saw in your lifetime other motherfuckers do, and you follow suit. That is called being a fucking idiot. Straight up. And that's what he is, bro.
Real shit.
That's
And
retarded.
before
I
I
can't support stupidity, bro. I never can. I don't.
Yeah, let me
Damn
read the
sure
Queen.
where I
Let me
gonna
read the
end up,
Queen's
but y'all ain't
super
let
chat.
me make it there.
And I got a question for you, but I'm gonna read the Queen super chat. Lenny in the building in that super chat, always showing support to the channel. The Queen, she says, salute to the panel in the chat. She said, when you leave the hood, you are supposed to elevate and then support those that support you to elevate also. Facts. Big facts.
Facts.
Now, Coach, I'm gonna say something and then I'm gonna ask you a question. My thing is, I think one of his main problems was his coach. His coach, Mike Stafford, is still a problem because I heard Mike Stafford set up and he said everybody just wanted to see Adrien Broner lose because they hate him so much. He didn't lose to Santiago. He didn't even come close to losing to Santiago. Everybody just was looking for him to lose, so they say he lost. Now that lets me know that your coach can't even keep it real with you. Your coach is sitting there telling you that, yeah, they just hating on you. You didn't lose that fight to Santiago. You did. You fought your ass off. You did a hell of a job.
Enabling them.
And he's enabling them. Yeah, he's lying to them. And everybody around him, they don't really care about him because they don't want to tell him the truth. They just waiting for his next check to come so they can all dive into that motherfucker.
Let me go out the coach, Steve.
And so, okay, and so this is the question I want to ask. Everybody can answer it real fast, and then we can move on to the main topic. But this is the question I got. With that being said, shit, do y'all think that AB is gonna ever get a chance again with Al Heyman?
All right. Well, that goes
on the PBC.
That goes what I was gonna say about the situation right there, right? I felt like, well, I wait because I'm gonna go into it. And I don't want to sit there.
I do because they know how marketable he is.
I hope not.
No secret. It ain't no secret how marketable AB is.
So,
you know what I mean? And we know That and let's be real. You understand? Shit. Look at AB.
His last fight with Gervonta Santiago did horrible numbers.
Facts. He hadn't fought in 2 years.
So you only as good as your last fight. So you can say how marketable he was.
Right. How marketable he was. You're right about that. And shit,
That's
as long as they know that that's there, like shit, that we talking about an age when fighters ain't marketable at all. Shit, as good as Gary Antoine Russell is, shit, half the world don't know that. Like shit, but they know Adrien Broner name. So shit, I just feel like as long as he had that name, then they gonna make sure he have an opportunity. And not only that,
I doubt
he
it.
has did a lot for PBC, man, and they did a lot for him too. But shit, let's remember, y'all, shit, they introduced Tank to us on his cards. For a while, Tank was only fighting on fucking AB cards. So all that notoriety that Tank got, shit, he got half of it because he was fighting on their biggest ticket sellers card.
So y'all telling me that if AB go out, even if he go out there and lose to Omar Figueroa, they gonna bring him back.
Nope.
Hell no.
He's done.
They
Nah,
done.
he look good.
They're done with him.
He ain't gonna
they're
look
done.
good.
If he lose this motherfucking fight, that's it, bro.
And he gonna lose.
Y'all know where Al Heyman from?
It don't matter.
He gonna lose, and the reason he gonna lose is because the shit he said against Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza. They not gonna give him no gift draws or no gift decisions.
Man, they know he about to do whatever he got to do to sell tickets for this fight, child. It ain't no secret. You about to see all the cards, all the stones unturned.
Bro, how come he ain't sell the Gervonta Santiago fight? The people are sick of his ass.
Shit,
You can
they
tell
was
he's
sick
not
of
even
that
no
shit.
more.
But he's not even in shape though. He's not even set up. See, that's the problem with Adrien Broner, like Coach said. He's not even putting himself in a position to set himself up for success in this fight. So I mean, the likelihood of this guy going in there and giving a good performance is low because he don't even give good performances, and he's not even coming into the fight. Basically, the way we see it, he don't look too focused. If we just if we just telling the truth, AB is he just trying to get his bag. That's what it is. He frustrated. He trying to get his bag. He feel that he could probably make more money off the fight if they would have gave him a bigger press conference, which they didn't. He went and cussed out the two guys who was paying him and giving him chance after chance. And it's not like his opponents are even getting better. His opponents are bad. He's fighting bad opponents and then people coming off losses and then coming off long ass layoffs. So, I mean, and he's not even taking his career serious enough to get in the ring and be on top of his game. So once he loses fight, it's a wrap. They may bring him back at the end like some type of mascot a couple years later, but it's over for AB. And look, you can have love for him because you're from the city, OTB, but if you're a person who loves the sport of boxing, Adrien Broner disrespected the sport of boxing, bro. He had all that potential, all that talent, and he fucked it off.
Facts. I ain't never not gonna say that.
But if he win though,
I ain't gonna never not say that. And when he win, he ain't losing no fucking brand. He ain't losing no fucking Brandon Figueroa.
If he win it,
you getting mad already because you know he gonna lose. You mad right now?
Better not losing no fucking Omar Figueroa, man.
And you walking around your house right now with your fist balled up. And
hell nah. No,
OTB. If Adrien Broner had as much faith in himself as you got in him, Adrien Broner would be on top of the world right now, bro.
Facts.
I know. Yeah. If he win,
can I go in now?
If he win by knockout, listen. If he win by knockout,
Adrien
Broner is back.
Let the boxing Kyle, let upper echelon go, and then I'll let you cook, and then we gonna move on.
All right, see, this is the problem right here that I've seen. Adrien Broner, he had an immense amount of talent, but he wasn't ready for that limelight. He was too young for it. He wasn't right mentally. And see, he didn't get a chance to get his mind right mentally because, being around Floyd, that's automatically going to put you in the limelight. I don't care what nobody says. If you with Floyd, you gonna get the publicity because Floyd gonna put it on you. And then the fact that Floyd didn't lose and you supposed to be Floyd number 2.0, they want to see you lose as well because they couldn't see Floyd take that L. So people gonna clamor and come around and they're gonna hate on you because they hated on Floyd because you are who you hang with. And see that pressure got too much for Broner. And when he was moving through the system, he moved up through the weights. Yeah, he was doing what he can, but his power carried somewhat, but his mental didn't carry. If y'all understand what I'm saying, like his mental, he started getting ahead of himself, feeling like that he was better than what he really was, and didn't have to. And he felt like he didn't have to try as hard. The same thing my boy Spence did. Shout out to Spence, because Spence, he got to the point where he said 50% of him is better than 100% of these people. And that's why I say that accident was the best thing and the worst. I mean, I'm not saying it was a blessing, but it was a blessing for Spence because it got him rededicated. And that's what happens to young black people when we get success. We forget about that hunger that we first had. And we start getting complacent. And when you start getting complacent, then you start to lack. And when you start to lack, you got opening. That's when people can take you out right there because you're not as sharp as you once was. You start to dull. You start to rust. And then Adrien, he out there living that lifestyle. Yeah, Floyd be out there with the parties and everything, but Floyd never drink or smoke. He just does that for the people around him because he lives a boxer's lifestyle. He keeps his body in a perfect physical condition because he knows what he has to do. This is not no sport. This is not a job. This is life or death combat. Because when you get in the ring with somebody, you trying to kill that person literally. You're trying to beat this man until he can't fight no more. And if a person dies, there's been plenty of deaths in boxing. Boxing ain't no friendly sport. Because when you get in the ring with the next man, what you trying to do? You're trying to kill your opponent. Figuratively, you trying to hit him with the best thing you got. And really, blunt force trauma to the head can kill somebody. Them shots to the body can kill somebody. You can rupture people's spleens, all that internal injuries. You can do all that. So people not realizing this is a deadly sport right here. And people go out there and they take it lightly. And when he got in there with Marcus Maidano, that's when reality came in. And he's like a pit bull that fought a better pit bull at a young age. And he got gunshot. He got PTSD. That man right there, he's a bitter pup. When you get that pit bull that he gets smashed at an early age, he won't cross that line no more. You done broke him. And Adrien Broner was a broken pit. And he's saying he got back right, but he had to fix himself mentally because once a fighter, that's why they say once a fighter get knocked out for the first time, that changes the fighter's whole perception because once you start to doubt yourself, you already start to lose. As a fighter, you got to go through it. You got to feel like you invincible. Can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody stop you. And when you doubt your own skills and your abilities, that's when you lose. And now Adrien, he doubts himself every time he in there. He feel like if he throw a punch, what if he get hit? What if he get caught? So he's not going to let his hands go. So he's not the same fighter. And he's just in there trying to survive round after round. And the biggest part of him is that he's still an attraction because he brings that flair. People know him because he's a name and he talks his shit. Yeah, he talks his shit, but he don't do what he say in the ring. But people still like that. For him to sit there and disrespect
upper echelon, get ready to speed it up a little bit because I gotta let Kyle and Knockout go and we gotta move on.
Speed it up. But for him to disrespect the people that was right there for him, those really the only two people that had his back. He's sitting up on Twitter crying for Floyd to help him out because where he's at. The people that's around him, they leeching off of him. They about ready to rob the man. He realizes that they're using him for the money. If he didn't have that money that he had, they would have been did something to him, man. And he's messing with the people that has his back the most. And what Adrien got to do is he got to grow up, bro. And if he wins this fight, I'm pretty sure that Al Heyman and Steve Espinosa still might be done with him, bro, because he became more problems than what he's worth. And this is a business. When you become more problems than what you're worth, they go ahead and let you go. And that was worse
quit when they jaw get broke, y'all. He fought 6 rounds with a broke jaw.
Let me let Kyle get in here and knock out you after him. So cause we got to move on. Kyle, what you got on this?
Listen, man, if Adrien Broner gets a knockout like I hope and pray that he does, man, he'll be back in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back where I need him to be. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, man. Boxing needs Adrien Broner. You know what I'm saying?
You want to all pray right now? Because we gonna all have to come together and pray for that.
Kyle. First, he got to let his hands go first. Kyle.
You want should we all bow our heads and pray now? And everybody in the chat needs to pray along with us for that shit to happen.
Hey, Kyle. Knockout from AB. I saw. Hold on, I want to ask Kyle something.
Hey man, so
my bad. Go ahead. Let me finish my
I just want to ask Kyle one thing.
Yeah, let Kyle finish because we got to get the knockout.
Let him finish, man.
Listen, man. Adrien Broner is capable of doing a lot of things in that ring, and boxing needs AB, man. We need somebody with that flair. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Go.
Yeah, knockout. You go ahead. Go. Knockout.
Yeah, boxing. I don't need no.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. So look, man. Just real quick. He'll get another opportunity, bro. But it's not the opportunity that y'all are talking about. Like this is his last opportunity as.
He a gatekeeper now, man.
This is last opportunity. My bad. This is last opportunity as an A-side fighter. They'll give him some. They'll give somebody his scalp. Like they'll feed him to Gary Antoine Russell if he lose or if he don't look good. They'll feed him to maybe a Subriel Matias or one of their 135ers that's gonna come up to 147 one day. But as like an A-side, they're trying to build him up. They're putting somebody in front of him that he can beat, like Omar Figueroa or Gervonta Santiago. Yeah, this is his last shot. If he don't look good, which I know he ain't gonna look good, or if he lose, which I know he probably gonna lose the fight and maybe get a gift decision. If those things happen, he'll get another opportunity, but it's gonna be an opportunity to get his ass whooped. It's gonna be like, all right, man, look, you ain't shit. We gave you all these opportunities. We about to feed your ass to one of these young guns to build their ass up because Al Heyman ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Trying to run the PBC the correct way, and that'll be the best thing for him. It'll get Adrien Broner another payday. But it's gonna be a payday at the behest of you always had a good chin. Yeah, it's always been doable. Go on in here and take these punches and get your ass whooped by one of these young guns so he can put your name on his resume. So he'll probably get by Omar Figueroa. They'll probably give him a decision. Omar Figueroa is probably going into this fight needing a motherfucking knockout. And if he don't get the knockout, at worst, if he beat Adrien Broner ass for 12 rounds or whatever it is, he'll get a goddamn draw. And then they'll be like, you know what, AB? Appreciate you. Thanks for helping build the PBC. But your next fight is Gary Antoine Russell. Your ass is on the shelf. Good luck to you. Oh, and you better make 140. If you don't make 140 for the fight, we still gonna let him fight you. But then you won't get a chance to get your ass whooped again. So this is his last opportunity. Is AB the A side, the one that's supposed to win, and then he'll get more opportunities. It's just gonna be opportunities to get his ass whooped, and that's all I got.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, just like this, right? AB is that motherfucking wino that's on the block that used to be able to sing his motherfucking ass off, but every time he try to sing, his voice and shit start cracking because he ain't got it no more. That's AB.
Eddie Kane Jr.
That's AB. He's done.
Eddie Kane Jr.
That nigga's done. Hustle Holmes, all y'all can pray and wish and hope. Kyle, y'all can pray and wish and hope all you want to. That nigga's done. He is that old wino on the block that trying to hit notes, but he can't hit a note no more because he been motherfucking drinking his lungs away. That's AB. He's done. Yeah.
Y'all show y'all don't want to sing with old Eddie Kane.
Right. Eddie Kane. Nigga.
And everybody remember that McDonough fight, man. But he fought 6 rounds of that fight with his jaw broke, man.
Yeah, all right. And he ain't had a good performance since 2013.
The sport, and goddamn it, you done fought the whole
jumping up there at 147 was bad for him. That 147, that 147 just wasn't good for AB. He should have stayed out the 147 division.
That nigga his last impressive fight that he won. Y'all talking about, and I hear niggas talking about Hall of Fame, bruh. The best fighter on his resume that he ever beat was Antonio DeMarco. That's the last best performance he ever had.
Because Antonio DeMarco. That Parlay performance wasn't even great. I thought he almost lost that fight to Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah, he did almost lose to Paulie. Paulie just can't hit hard.
That's pillow-fisted Paulie. Last man. Come on,
hey, listen, y'all don't
beat Paulie ass and fuck Paulie girl. Y'all tripping.
Y'all keep this up, man. Y'all keep this
supposed to let Paulie
Yeah, they getting
go
real
through.
disrespectful now.
Adrien,
Like, this shit.
Adrien
Kyle,
Broner is
where's
about
the
to get a
lie at,
knockout
though?
victory, bro. All right, he's about to get a knockout victory. And we
Man,
all
you
love
wanna bet on
Adrien,
that?
man.
Omar Figueroa.
Kyle.
Omar Figueroa, don't sleep on him.
Kyle, you want to bet on that?
You know, I would bet you, but you ain't paid up for the last bet.
Well,
You know
I can't take you to eat in Dallas if you ain't in Dallas and I ain't in Dallas. When I was in Dallas, your ass was nowhere to be found.
That's a line and a half. Boy, I was in that stadium like you was.
Nigga, me and Money was ringside. I didn't see you. Motherfucker. I went all the way up to goddamn Dak Prescott suite with the coach, and I didn't see no Kyle.
See, you got all that money. See, you rich.
Nah, I ain't rich.
I had to borrow a ticket.
Ain't no
Kyle.
rich. I'm just saying, I ain't see you. I was looking all over for Kyle. I ain't see Kyle.
Hey, I don't know if y'all saw it on when Kyle was on. He was on the barbershop conversation the other night. Bro, what's up with this Deacon dude, bro? That dude, y'all gotta go see this shit, dog. Bro, y'all got to go and see this shit, dog.
What show was it?
On barbershop conversation, bro.
2 days ago.
Bro,
2
this
days ago,
dude
bro.
Deacon, bro.
2 days
Oh
ago.
my God, dog. That dude got a problem, bro.
What's the name of the show?
I don't know.
It was about like hood rats and like hood niggas. Like it was a dude and a girl like split. That's the picture.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. He must be talking about Deacon 305.
Bro, the back end of that show, bro, was so funny, bro. And you know me and Fred, you know how me and Fred be instigating. So, dog, man, that shit was hella funny, boy.
This dude got a problem, dog. This dude got a problem. He got a problem.
Hustle's home. We ain't even gonna talk about AB no more because my man Hustle's home said this AB slander is preposterous. Pass me a link. Bro, ain't nothing no slander about it. We telling the truth.
Hey, but let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this, though. Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza, they owe AB their life. Because without AB, they ain't shit without AB.
They had Floyd Mayweather, bro. They had Floyd Mayweather.
Bro, y'all got to stop.
Floyd Mayweather was
really?
retired,
over $1 billion. Floyd Mayweather brought over $1 billion, bro, on 4 fights.
That nigga was retired, bro. They started the PBC when they started the PBC up, nigga. They had Adrien Broner, nigga. He was headlining all they shit.
He hadn't made money before that.
We need to move on. We need to move on because we got to wrap that shit up.
We kept it in Ohio, though.
Yeah, we got to move on. We got to move on to the next. Because like I said, we've been on this subject way too motherfucking long. We got to talk about the main subject. Yeah, I want everybody's shit to go on mute. And me and Knockout, you know what I'm saying? We got to tussle a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Me and Knockout got to tussle a little bit because I kept trying to tell Knockout, hard-headed ass, with Money Brown TV. And Money Brown, he know I'm on right now, but he ain't going to bring his ass up in here. You know what I'm saying? But Knockout, he here. Knockout, he's here. And y'all swore up and down to me and kept telling me, oh man, you gonna see Adrien Broner, he ain't with Floyd no more. Adrien Broner is signing, he doing a deal with Showtime. He gonna do a deal with Showtime and GTD Promotions and Tank Davis. I meant Tank Davis, not Adrien Broner. And Tank Davis gonna do a deal with Showtime in the PBC and GTD Promotions. Because he going to take control of his own career. He ain't with Floyd and Leonard no more. You capping. And that's what, everybody up under my comments kept telling me.
Hey, you see,
Knockout was telling me, hold on. Knockout was telling me, that we going to see Adrien Broner is no longer with Floyd. All this shit. All this bullshit, right? You had Leonard Ellaby tell you 150%. He's still going to be with us. You had Tank Davis told y'all after the fight, right? He played y'all like some motherfucking dummies. You big dummy, right? He played y'all leading up to the Rolly fight, talking about he was going to leave. He was fed up, right? sold the fight well, had everybody talking about what Tank Davis is gonna do. But I tried to tell y'all, Tank ain't leaving. Tank staying. Tank full of shit, right? After he told you he was gonna leave, he did another interview and told y'all, I never said that. Where they get that from? I never said that. Well, you said it on the Brian Custer podcast. Now you saying that we can't go get the receipts, pull up the video footage of you saying these words, right? But still, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Money Brown, Best Dad Ever, aka Mr. Steal Your Chin, and all of the motherfucking Gervonta Davis fanatics told you, nope, he still ain't with Floyd. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. He leaving Floyd. He taking control of his own career. And I said, man, y'all don't know what the fuck you talking about because this dude is still going to be with Floyd. He's still with Floyd. Well, Floyd came yesterday, did an interview, and shut all you niggas down. Don't try to come with, nah, that's just Floyd. He capping. Don't try. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit, right? Floyd let everybody know this Tank Davis, that's my fighter. And to prove to you that he's my fighter, I'm letting you know that I already told him no about going up to 140 and fighting Ryan Garcia. Because, yeah, I'm running shit. Tank ain't running nothing over here. We running shit. He's still under me. So, yeah, Ryan Garcia, it's a no for you. You ain't fighting Tank at no motherfucking 140. You fighting Tank at 135. That's where we're fighting at. That's where you fighting my fighter at. That's my fighter. Yeah. And he's letting you know that the business will continue on with the blueprint. Yeah. The business is going to continue on with the blueprint. Tank ain't running a motherfucking thing over there. He's still with Floyd Money Mayweather. Tank, you know, Tank, you gonna be a millionaire, Tank. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to none of them, Tank. Tank, you know, you're gonna be a millionaire, and they all want to be on your spot, Tank. You know, yeah. Tank gonna be a billionaire. He gonna be a billionaire just like me. Tank gonna be a billionaire. Yeah. I want to know what y'all niggas got to say because y'all argue me, Coach, OTB. Tank, he ain't with Floyd no more. He ain't got nothing to do with Floyd. Knockout. Business is going to continue on exactly like business been continuing on over there on Mayweather Promotions. Yeah.
Already. So look, bro. First of all, everybody in the chat, if y'all follow the channel, right? If y'all are ever around when I'm on the panel with anybody, y'all know I rock with Tank Davis, bro. Y'all know I rock with Calvin Ford. Y'all know I'm fans of them, bro. You know I rock with Jesse Bam Rodriguez. You know I rock with Earl Spence Jr. But if you rock with me, you know I tell the truth and shit, bro. And you know that I'm all about holding people accountable, and especially if I rock with them, because I'm from the school of if you rock with somebody, you tell them when they full of shit, right? So with that being said, understand that what you about to hear me say, it ain't because I hate Tank Davis. And that's why I'm glad I got brothers like everything. Boxing, I got Coach, I got Kyle, I got OTB up here. When somebody begin to tell me that I'm a Tank Davis hater for the shit that I said in my video earlier and the shit that I'm about to say right now, they'll tell you, nah, bro, Knockout is a Tank Davis fan. He just shit. He's just telling you what he think. He just keeping it real. He just giving you his opinion. And so here's what we have, bro. Tank, you lied. You lied to your fans, bro. Straight up and down. You lied to us. Calvin Ford, I'm looking at you. I love y'all story, bro. Tank overcame a lot to get to where he at. Calvin Ford was out there doing shit to put his ass in prison. He turned his life around and shit. That's all cool. You keeping kids off the street. Great job, bro. But you told us Tank wasn't with Floyd no more. That's what you said. That's what you said, homie. Straight up and down. Tank, you acting like you ain't tell us that was your last fight with Floyd. You told us that sometimes I just got to take control of my career. Then you backdoored that shit. You said I never said that shit. I don't know what y'all are talking about. But, bro, I heard you say that shit. Then after you knocked out Roller Romero, you said it's Mayweather Promotions, baby. And what Knockout do? Knockout say, "Oh, nah, we don't know, bro. We still don't know. We don't know shit because Calvin Ford saying something different. So until I see something for sure, I don't know." Well, guess what, everybody? That for sure shit just came. Cause I be goddamn if Floyd talking for your ass and you ain't come out and you ain't fuck around and say like, "Oh, bro, why the fuck you talking for me?" Like that shit. I do whatever. Or why the fuck you talking for me? Like I ain't with you no more. Nah, bro. Your ass ain't say shit. So until you or Calvin or somebody from the Rise podcast that love to speak on your behalf, until somebody can come say, "I don't know why Floyd talking for Tank. I don't know why he talking for Tank, because Tank ain't with." Until I hear that shit, bro, what Key, Coach, and OTB and everybody that was saying your ass resign, what they said about your ass, that shit was right, bro. That shit was 100% true. So now we had 3 options. We got 2 options, right? The first option that we had, that shit looking like it's false in the motherfucker, your ass done resign, bro. And so now we got 2 options. We got to cook your ass for lying. We already did that shit earlier. I'm doing it again right now, and I'm going to do it again tonight, bro. We don't like that lying shit, bro. Quit saying that you ain't say shit that everybody heard you say, dog. That's some sucker ass shit, man. And I don't like that shit, bro. Still a fan of you. Still rock with you. But I ain't one of these motherfuckers that's not going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell your ass the truth. Quit that lying shit. Now, you can exacerbate it and you can make it worse, or it can be better. Because, see, we got to cook you for lying. But, goddamn it, bro, for the sake of you and putting yourself not in the Jamal Charlo position, because, see, you wouldn't even know that I'm a Jamal Charlo fan. You wouldn't know the shit because he done did so much undefensible shit that I have to cook him every time I talk about his ass. And I don't really like doing that shit, but I got to tell the truth about Jamal Charlo. And if you Tank Davis, you teetering on that line, well, you about to cross over to that shit too, bro, where people gonna literally have to be like, "Yo, Key is Knockout. Is he a Tank Davis fan, bro? Because that motherfucker, he be cooking the shit out of Tank every time." You got 2 options, bro. And I hope it's option A. And option A is, okay, you lied. You signed back with Mayweather Promotions. But now you got a big ass guarantee. You get to pick your fights. They putting you in big fights. And then ain't nobody going to give a fuck who you signed to. But we still got to cook your ass for lying right now until we see those big fights get made. And then you got another option that's the worst possible option that don't nobody want to see. Then not only do we have to cook your ass for lying, but if you sign to them and we got to cook you for lying and you re-sign to the ass and then you stay on that same bullshit that you be doing, and I got to watch Tank Davis versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz Part 2 and shit, and I got to watch Gary Russell Jr. say that he won't fight you, and Devin Haney beat Kambosos and he say he won't fight you, but then after Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Tank Davis too, after that fight, I gotta watch Tank Davis versus Michelle Rivera and shit, and you stay on that same Mayweather plan. You done already fucked up and re-signed when you said you wasn't doing that shit. Straight up and down. That's what you did. Okay? Don't exacerbate it by doing that shit and then still fighting bullshit fight. At the very least, save yourself by re-signing with him, and now your guarantee is like $7 million a fight. And now you fighting big fights.
Why they make knockout. Let me ask you a question.
I'm about done.
No. I actually want you to cook on this a little bit, actually, because I see it's some people like my man J.A. Dixon. You know, he's still in denial. It is a lot of people that's saying shit like, "Well, if or we'll see." Now let me ask you a question, Knockout.
Yo, what up?
When Canelo left, when Canelo said, "You know what? I'm done with Golden Boy. I'm leaving Oscar De La Hoya," or any other fighter that you've seen leave a promoter, have you ever seen that promoter come back and continue to promote that fighter?
Matter of fact,
and tell you how great that fighter was, and tell you what that fighter is gonna do and what that fighter not gonna do. Have you ever seen this since you've been watching boxing?
No, matter of fact, they do the opposite. They shit on them. They shit on them on the way out the door because they want to kill their value. So, but I'm done. I'm gonna wrap it up, bro. Like all I'm saying is, bro, you lied. You made your fans look like a fool, and at the very least, don't make them look like a bigger fool by continuing to fight bullshit fights. Hopefully, the reason that you re-sign with them is because they made guarantees They told you they were gonna go get big fights for you. They put that shit in writing. And at the very least, while I think Tank should fight Ryan at 140, if there's no issue with Tank, it shouldn't be an issue with Floyd. At the very least, Floyd didn't say nothing crazy that shows he ain't trying to make the fight. He did say he trying to make the fight, but Floyd do need to get off that bullshit talking about Oscar got to do a motherfucking interview with Fight Hype. That ain't got shit to do with negotiating the fight, Floyd. And that's where Tank, you ain't doing it up front, but hopefully behind the scenes, you telling him to shut that shit up and just go ahead and try to make the fight if he gonna make the fight. If you're not doing that shit and we get fucking Tank Davis versus Michelle Rivera, bro, no one's gonna like that shit. It need to be Ryan Garcia or Gary Russell Jr. Those are realistic fights. Ryan is talking big boy shit about you. He calling you out at the ESPYs. I still think that Ryan and them need to come to Floyd. They need to come to Tank. They need to fight on Showtime. But either way, if they try to make big fights for you, that can save your ass a little bit, Tank. But we can't save you from lying, bro. And it turned out that your ass was lying, and all that shit you were saying about Floyd and all that shit, it was bullshit. And hopefully it was bullshit because they paying your ass more money and they gonna go get big fights for you now. But until we see those big fights, we got to be critical of your decision because, I mean, you said you wasn't doing that shit, bro. So it is what it is, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why Knockout Boxing 86 TV, that's why when I talked to him about Tank, well, he's a fan of boxing. Yeah, he's a Tank Davis. He's a huge fan of Tank Davis, but see, that's the difference between a fan of boxing and fans that are just fans of a boxer. Because see, he came up here like a man, admitted he was wrong, and did exactly what he said he was gonna do. It's cooked his ass.
Cooked his ass.
It cooked his ass, right? That's why he could have came up here. That's why I can't say nothing. We can't say nothing bad about Knockout because he could have came up here and did like 98% of y'all niggas do. Defended the shit, moved the goalposts, act like we still didn't know what we was talking about because we ain't seen no TMT promotional banner on the side of the ring. And he could have went that route, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna admit it. I was wrong, but most of y'all niggas need to learn from Knockout because I don't know what it is, but y'all will not admit when you're wrong. And niggas are still talking about let's see, and ain't nothing to see, bruh.
Nah, he signed with Mayweather until he come out himself and say, I don't know what the fuck Floyd doing. Like, bro, you can't let no motherfucker talk for you if they ain't representing you, bro. And that man straight out there, he was like, look, let me tell Ryan Garcia. Let me tell Oscar. I hear y'all talking about Tank. We got 8 man. Look, 35. Like, bro,
you don't. If Floyd Mayweather wasn't still promoting him and making bread off of him, Floyd Mayweather ain't gonna fucking waste his breath on no Tank Davis. He wouldn't wait if he wasn't making money off of Tank and still promote him, bro. What is he gonna get out of telling you that Tank is gonna do this and Tank can't do that and that's still my fighter, bro? Come on, man. Y'all acting like Floyd is
too.
Tank like his girlfriend, like you can't leave. Yeah, he didn't left me. Nah, fuck that. Tank left me, but he ain't going nowhere. He's still my fighter. Man, it ain't that type of shit. Y'all acting like Floyd a faggot or something. Like, for real, that's how y'all like, nah, Tank ain't with him no more. Floyd's just saying that. Floyd don't know what he talking about. Come on, bro. If that was the case, like I said, Floyd wouldn't still be telling y'all this shit and promoting Tank. Leonard Ellerby still promoting him too.
And look, bro, it's cool. It's cool for everybody. Like, if you thought that he wasn't signed to Floyd, it's cool to admit that you was wrong, but still also at the same time, like I said, just be like, we were wrong about that shit, but this motherfucker better be getting big fight. It better be some reason, some good ass reason why he re-signed. But until then, I mean, he fell back on his word. He didn't keep his word, bro. And it just is what it is. But you can still hold him accountable and push for a Ryan Garcia or a Gary Russell fight, bro. That's how you should.
And I'm gonna say this before, and I'm gonna pass it to OTB. I think that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerby, right? They running the shit. They running the show, and with them, you got to look at their businessmen. Bro, Floyd had his career. He don't give a fuck about putting Tank in competitive fights. Leonard Ellerby don't give a fuck about seeing Tank fight. Man, they seen all that shit in sparring. But you know what I'm saying? All the shit that we wondering and want to see, they seen that shit in sparring, good or bad. They don't give a fuck about putting no big fights on for the fans because they looking at it, okay, if he get in there and fight Haney, who gonna make less money? It ain't gonna be Tank. It ain't gonna be Haney. It's gonna be Floyd and Leonard. If they get in there and fight Vasil Lomachenko or any of these big names, they're gonna make they're gonna make less money. The fighters might make, you know what I'm saying, what they've been making or more. But Leonard Ellaby and Floyd gonna make less because I keep telling y'all, if they put Tank against a motherfucker that's biggest payday before this was $80,000, and then Tank can still make what he always make, they only got to pay $80,000. They only got to bump that $80,000 to $200,000 because that's the biggest payday that this fighter then ever got by a long shot. Who gets the rest of the pot? Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather get the rest of the pot. So they not looking at this shit like, man, we need to put Tank in there with motherfucking Devin Haney or Vasil Lomachenko or make a big ass. Nah, they gonna come out on the short end if they do that.
I already told y'all the fight has been announced. He's fighting Hucklebuck, the tire changer, bro. I already told y'all that.
Nah, I think he's fighting. I think
he can still fight good fights, bro. Like that's where, like Key is right, but that's where hopefully the contract was up and they had to meet some demands of his, and he had a little leverage to where he can fight better fights and shit. So hopefully, I mean, we'll see. But him re-signing, bro, that's some bullshit because he said he wasn't gonna do that shit, man. So, but I'm gonna be quiet because I've been talking a long time.
In upper echelon, I think. I missed your super chat, upper echelon. I don't got your email, man. I need your email.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If he fight Michelle Rivera, I ain't got a problem with that fight. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I do, coach.
You're not fighting.
I do, coach, because like you know how good he is, but bro, like I understand that shit, but he above prospects, bro. You can't fight a prospect when it's a top
prospect no more. He's a contender now.
But when you got somebody like Ryan Garcia calling your name, you got Gary Russell calling your name, you got more proven fighters, bro. Michelle Rivera should be because Ryan ducked out on the fight. Michelle Rivera should be because Gary Russell Jr. didn't really want to move up to 135. If it's a backup plan that they can prove, we sent an offer. We tried to negotiate these better fights first. Then cool. But if they just go make a Michelle Rivera fight and they never try to negotiate a big fight like a Gary Russell, who's an in-house fight, or like a Ryan Garcia, who's literally at the biggest platform in sports, the SPs and all over Instagram, and they really call him for smoke, and they don't even try to make that fight when they tried to make it.
About a Regis program.
I would like that shit too if he gonna fight at 140. But if he telling Ryan Garcia he got to fight at 135, I'd imagine that he ain't going up to 140 for no Regis program.
You right,
because Gary up there, so he gonna stay away from 140. Yeah, we know why anybody. There's gonna be a lot of fighters that make them type of business decisions coming up. You understand? Because it's a lot of talent. We about to be looking at a loaded sport in all of these classes. Shit,
you're right about that, bro. His 140 fights is if he move up to 140 and fight like the guys that was at 135 with him, like a Devin Haney or people like that. Like he ain't gonna move to 140 and fight the dudes that are already up there big and strong. He waiting on guys like Gary Russell, Subriel, Matias, Regis to get up to 147. And the people that was at 135 with him, those are more than likely gonna be opponents that he'll fight at 140, bro.
I mean, Michelle Rivera is ranked higher than Ryan Garcia.
Michelle Rivera is a good fight, but
he ranked higher than Ryan Garcia.
Coach, we don't want to see that shit.
Michelle Rivera is a prospect. Who has he beat?
He's a prospect. Yeah, he's the number 3. Wait.
I don't give a fuck what he is. We know that they can a motherfucker you never heard of.
Number 3 in what? The WBA?
The number 1 contender.
He's number 3 in what? The WBA, coach?
Yes.
What is that?
Exactly. They run the WBA. I ain't hearing that shit.
PBC in Egypt, they the IBF number 1 contender in certain weight classes.
The WBA we ain't never seen them fight in the US. All I'm saying. All right.
Yeah, he is, coach. You right about that. The only thing is Michelle Rivera
is the number 3 fighter. Jezreel Corrales is the number
that's
2.
Fine.
There's no
That's cool.
Rivera need to be fighting a Ghost Martin, somebody who coming up.
Michelle Rivera.
He gonna say
Michelle Rivera,
title contender. He's the number 3 in the fucking weight division.
He's still a prospect.
Isak Pitbull.
Bro, you can't be a prospect. You in the fucking top 10 and you.
I don't give a fuck what you did, bro. He's a prospect. Who he fought?
He's not a fucking prospect.
Okay, who did he fight?
He ain't never even been a
I don't care. Who the fuck Tank fought?
Who did he fight, coach?
Who the fuck Tank fought? So what?
He fought. Look, coach. He fought. Tank fought. Tank fought Isak.
I'm trying to tell you the definition of a fucking prospect and the definition of a contender. He's a fucking the number 3 fighter in the WBA. He
hasn't beat anybody yet. He's still a fucking prospect.
Man, stop that.
Yeah, I'm all I'm saying about it, bro, is Devin is Isak Pitbull Cruz fought Tank, and Isak Pitbull Cruz completely destroyed a former champion in Magdaleno. And nobody wanted like nobody gave Tank that credit because we expect better fights from him, bro. Like you can't be fighting Michelle Rivera when there's other fights that are better fights, more known, that are out there for you, bro, and people gonna be okay with it. Like I already see the play. If he fight Michelle Rivera, people gonna be like, yo, he might be a prospect contender, whatever the hell. But Michelle Rivera best win is fucking Joseph Adorno, bro. Like he ain't really fought, he ain't fought that shit when you got guys like Ryan. Like the problem with Tank is the same problem with Canelo. Michelle Rivera might be an okay fighter, might be a good fight, but when you Tank and you can fight whoever you want, and literally anybody you call is willing to make a fight with you, people expect you to fight better opponents than Michelle Rivera. Again, if he a fallback opponent because he can't make the fights that we want to see, and you can put it on the other fighters for not, you know what I'm saying, making the fight, and they didn't accept reasonable terms or whatever the case may be, then fall back on Michelle Rivera. But Michelle Rivera cannot, he should not, and hopefully he will not be a first option for Gervonta Tank Davis' next opponent. It just can't be that, bro.
I understand what y'all saying, but what I'm saying is this. Obviously, Michelle Rivera is better than what the fuck. Now, I understand what you're saying. It can be a fallback fighter. Fine. But what I'm saying is Michelle Rivera is probably better than most of the fighters that Tank and fought so far. Straight up. Because Isak Cruz is ranked fucking 12, right? Michelle Rivera is ranked number fucking 3. Ryan Garcia is ranked number 6. So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that at least that's the minimum. I'm not saying that we don't want the other fights because you know I do. Fuck, you know me.
I know.
That's why I'm not fucking saying that Tank is he been fighting the best. Fuck no. I've been on his head, right? But what I'm saying is if they, just like you said, if they can't make those other fights, that's still a good fight. You understand? And it's an easy fight to make. That's all I'm saying. It's better than the other shit we've been getting, is what I'm saying.
So
I agree with that.
So Michelle Rivera, right? Coach. Michelle Rivera, right?
Yeah.
We don't really know too much about him, but you saying he the goods. If Michelle Rivera is that good, I'm gonna tell you like this. They will not put Tank Davis nowhere near Michelle Rivera, and I wouldn't either. That shit'd be stupid as fuck.
They said he got the blueprint.
If it's a chance for Michelle Rivera to beat Tank Davis, I'm not putting Tank nowhere near a motherfucker that nobody knows. Ain't nobody know who a motherfucking Michelle Rivera is, but he's a fighter that could be dangerous, and I'm gonna put Tank in there with him, but I'm not finna put Tank in there with, if he gonna get beat, I want my fighter to get beat by somebody that at least got a motherfucking name. I'm not putting him in there, but no Michelle Rivera. So
well, I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Wait, hold on. So I say that to say this, right? If they put Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with Michelle Rivera, well, you already know he ain't that motherfucking good. Now, if we don't see the fight, well, they made the right decision. Maybe because they're not gonna put him in there with somebody that's they think that could potentially be that good. So if we see them announce Michelle Rivera fight, we already know why. We already know what it is, bro.
Because they done already told us we want the bag, and he gonna sell tickets regardless. Y'all gonna watch him regardless. So what y'all gonna say to us? Period. And that's what we gonna be looking at when it come to him.
I'm just glad my brother came on here and took his lick. You know, took his lick. Now, if the shit continues, I'ma see the way my brother reacts to this. If they put him in there with
don't worry, I'm about to have to take one too if AB loses fucking
it
fight.
Ain't no shit, coach. It ain't no lick. The truth is the truth, bro.
Hell
like
yeah.
It was conflicting information, but then Floyd come out and talk for your ass, bro. Like I mean, I don't defend bullshit. Like I don't just be talking to hear myself talk. I want to be right. When I say shit, I really believe it. But I'm also open-minded enough to where if I see a motherfucker coming out and talking for you, bro, like, what the fuck you want me to say, bro? It's like Jamal Charlo, like, bro, I rock heavy with Jamal. You wouldn't even know I'm his fan, bro. But when you start talking about vaccines and shit, motherfuckers under 25 and Andrade don't offer you shit, but you fight Montiel, bro, like, what the fuck you want me to do? Fuck you want me to do, bro? Like, I can't defend that shit, man. So, like, it is what it is, bro. It ain't no lick. It's just the truth. Shit, I don't never care about being wrong. I'm somebody that come on this bitch and I make predictions every fucking week. Win, lose, or draw. So I don't give a fuck about being wrong. You win some, you lose some. But shit, you gotta keep it real. Motherfuckers ain't gonna respect you, bro.
So let me ask you this, Knockout. When will you jump off the bandwagon?
I'll always be a fan of his, but no one's above criticism. I just like his story, bro. So I'm a rock with Tank and be a fan of his. But if he will get the Jamal Charlo treatment in a heartbeat, where no one but my family and people that really been rocking with me for a long time will know I'm a Tank Davis fan. Because if it's a bullshit fight, I'm gonna say it's a bullshit fight. Like, anybody can go check my catalog while I'm a huge Tank Davis fan, bro. I ain't been happy with one fight since I started my channel, bro. I have not big up one single Tank Davis fight since I started my channel, bro. Every single fight that he has had since I started my channel, I've always named, man, damn shit, there's like 4 or 5 fights I wish I would have seen instead of this one. So, like, it is what it is, bro. I'm going to criticize him all the way until he fights somebody I want to fight. I don't give a fuck if it's till he 35. I don't care if it's his next fight. If he ain't fighting a good fight, I'm going to criticize his ass. I'm going to be like, yo, you lied about that shit. Then you re-signed to the man, and you've been wasting your talent. The same shit I do with Terrence Crawford, but guess what now? We was happy with the Terrence Crawford fight when he fought Sean Porter, so I big up that fight. I'm happy he's fighting Earl Spence, so I'm big up in that fight. Like, if a motherfucker ain't fighting who I want him to fight, they getting criticized, bro. That's how I rock. That's how I'm always rock. Cause I watched boxing before these motherfuckers was here, and I'm gonna watch that shit when they gone. About 10 years from now, I'm still gonna be watching boxing. I ain't never gonna stop watching boxing until I'm in the grave, bro. So it is what it is.
I don't have no problem with nobody rocking with Tank and being a huge Gervonta Davis fan. Be a fan, rock with Tank. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Tank. I love to see Tank in the ring, but be truthful about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Be truthful about it, because you still got a lot of cats. You got a lot of cats that are argue motherfucking down. Man, look at Tank Davis' resume. Man, he fought such and such, and he didn't fall. Man, what you mean Tank ain't fought? Come on, man.
Tank making me think that I assess boxing wrong or something. Like maybe I believe in his talent more than he do. Like shit, like y'all said, I believe in AB more than AB believe in AB. Maybe I believe in Tank more than he do. Because when I say Tank, when you watch some of the shit he do, like, and how good he is in the pocket, you understand? Like, man, shit, the not having a jab, but still not taking big shots, you understand? To be able to land your punch with that type of timing, you understand, man? Dude is, like, he could be great. Not even just good. Like, shit, Tank can be great. Tank can possibly wipe the flow and go 4-0. Fighting the best fighters. Like, let's get this shit straight. Like, so when I jump on Tank ass, man, it's because, bro, like, man, shit, you really can be great. Like, you really can go 4-0 in that, fighting Devin, fighting Loma, fighting, you understand? You can go 4-0. Just keep Gary Antoine Russell off of your shit, because, you understand, I think he just too much on the front foot, and he might be able to take your best shot and smile at you. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, Tank gonna crack him because Gary Antoine punch a lot. he'll counter him with some shit. And if Gary walked through that shit, bro, Tank might well pack that shit up and go home.
Underlay, just that shit. Let's be real.
Not moving to 140.
But he too little. He too little for Gary.
Exactly.
That's why I
when
say
we
there's
talk about
pounders there right now, he ain't fucking with him, bro.
But when you talk about them fights at 135, shit, he got the talent to possibly beat Ryan, beat Loma, beat fucking Devin. You understand? Shit, we ain't gonna say it like Devin just gonna go out there and watch him, because we all know what Tank do when he land his shot, and we done seen Devin get that shot landed on. So
yeah, there ain't a fighter from 130 to 135 that's gonna watch Tank. Somebody can beat him probably, but ain't nobody.
Shakur Stevenson over everybody.
I know, but even if Shakur beat Tank, if Shakur beat Tank or if Devin beat Tank, it's gonna be a competitive ass fight. Ain't nobody watching.
He gotta be great.
Ain't nobody watching
3 seconds.
Just like, look, ain't nobody watching Devin. Ain't nobody watching Shakur. Like, we need to see these motherfucking fights. Ain't nobody watching none of them dudes, but all them dudes, they got their own strengths and they can fight their ass off. So I ain't just saying, like, I said this shit last night. Yeah, I got Tank over Devin, but make no mistake, Devin could be up 7 rounds to 1 when Tank finally catches ass, bro. Like it ain't just like I'm saying Tank about to walk through his ass in 4 rounds. Devin could be winning that bitch 8-0, bro, 9-1. But I just believe eventually.
But if y'all rely on that shit or one punch,
I ain't saying that, coach.
Y'all gonna be waiting all fucking night.
Even you as a Devin fan,
I think he'll catch him consistently, coach, and I think eventually he'll hurt him. But Devin could be working that jab, and he could be ahead in the fight. I just want to see that shit.
Tank only fights in spurts, bro. I see that being a very difficult fight. I see that being, I got Tank in that fight. I do got Tank versus Devin, but I could be easily I could be wrong, because Tank, he fight in spurts. And I've seen him have problems with boxers.
And for that reason, I've
seen him have problems with boxers, and he only fight in spurts. He's not very active. He ain't that active. You know what I'm saying? But he's able to pick his shots very well and set his shit up. But he's not that active. So how does he do against somebody that's long and got a stiff jab and got athleticism and could box very well?
And how frustrating
and you ain't never fought nobody like that. See, this is the problem with Tank. He's already finna be 28, right? And you still haven't fought nobody like that. Like I said, we could go back to Pedraza, but if you go back and watch the Pedraza fight, Pedraza was on the front foot. Pedraza was he wasn't really trying to move and outbox Tank.
He fought a dumbass fight fight, bro.
Pedraza, and you remember knockout Pedraza was trying to fight Tank toe to toe. He tried to fight Tank toe to toe.
And he went in that bitch. He gave away. I'm taller. I'm longer. Yeah. I got a good jab, but I don't give a fuck. I'm fighting on the inside. Like, Pedraza, the fuck you doing?
He didn't know Tank. So, you got to understand, Tank was fairly new at that time.
Yeah, but so what I'm saying, right? All I'm getting to is that if you look at his career, he ain't never fought no boxer that could do all of that shit. He really ain't. And I think that's and that has nothing to do with him. I think that's a problem with Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. Right? Why are you putting him in the ring with all the same type of opponents? You could have put him in the ring with some fighters that could box very well and move very well and do all of that. They didn't have to be the top ones. You could put him in the ring with fighters like that you still know he gonna beat, but to give him that experience. Because we don't know what he gonna do if he get in there with somebody that's moving, giving him angles, popping the jab, got good defense and doing all that shit. We don't know how he gonna react to that shit under the lights. And you sparring and usually you sparring with motherfuckers that you going toe to toe having wars with. So you've never had that experience in a real motherfucking fight since you've been a pro.
And that's what we call
Leo Santa Cruz wasn't that. Leo Santa Cruz is a flat-footed, come-forward Mexican fighter that throw a whole lot of fucking punches. Try to overwhelm his opponents with punches. I'm saying, like, name me the opponent that was the boxer, the slick that could, punch a little bit and had different levels to his game that he fought.
Tank ain't fought him. He ain't
they
fought him.
all the same. They all the same fighters. Now if I'm promoting you, right, and I didn't got this far with you, now I'm kind of nervous to put you in there with a Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney, because I don't know how you're gonna react if you get frustrated and you're not able to hit them or cut off the ring on them like you are with other opponents. And like I said, you only fight in spurts, so it ain't like he just pressing action and putting a whole bunch of pressure on his opponents and making them do things unordinary. That Rolly shit he was fighting in spurts. All his fight, he fight in spurts, but he's smart enough. His ring IQ is good enough to, with the opponent level that he's fighting, to, trap them, and they're going to eventually walk into something. Like Rolly. He eventually walked into it. He told you himself, hey, I ain't even shit. That shit surprised me because I just threw the shit out there because he was leaving this shit wide open. Seen it, threw it out there, I ain't even throw it hard. Bam. But he still got that factor to where he can do that to any one of these fighters. But
everything you said about
progressions of a career. We always talk about progressions.
The better the competition, the slimmer the chances of getting that knockout, and that go for everybody. The better the competition, the slimmer the chances are.
That's true. The only thing I would say, man, everything that you just said about Tank Davis not fighting nobody like Devin or not fighting nobody like Shakur, man, them is all facts. But the thing is, and why I want to see it, because the same questions, ain't none of them, not Shakur, not Devin, not Loma, ain't none of them ever fought nobody like Tank either. So that's why we need to see the fights. But you 100% spot on. You can't find a slick boxer with good feet and good defense. They got a very active jab. You can't find not a single one of them on Tank resume. And the one that you could find, Pedraza, he ain't fight that fight like that. He fought a dumbass fight. He tried to come forward like he got power and shit. He tried to fight on the inside, so we can't even count him. It's just true. It's true for all of them. Ain't none of them fought nobody like each other. And that's why we need to see the fight, bro. That's why, like, again, bro, to the Tank Davis fans, bro, like, I get it. We support him. We rock with him, bro. But right now, at the very least, you got to call bullshit on him re-signing with Mayweather, and you got to continue to try to press and hope that he signed with the understanding that he going to get big fights and that he getting more pay and all that shit, and he used that shit as leverage.
That's if he like didn't, hoping for Adrien Broner knockout.
You got to continue to cook him. Nah, that ain't the same, bro.
Shit,
there's hope. There's hope. There's hope for Tank. There's no hope for AB, bro. There's hope for Tank, man. You know hope for AB.
I don't know that it's a
difference.
Ain't
no hope for AB.
Ain't no hope for AB, bro. There's hope for Tank, dog.
I don't know that it's a difference in them. Remember,
I meant Tank in the same category.
Bag boy.
Hey,
so let me say this, Tank in that category.
Let me say this though. There's probably a reason why Tank had to sign back with him. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these contracts where they think that was their last fight, it don't be their last fight. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like they have different incentives in their contract. So say if I get you this amount of money and you know what I'm saying, with this pay-per-view, you might have to resign. If I put the belt in your hand, then you gotta resign for another fight. So he probably thought he was done. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought he was done with the contract. But it's probably something else in there. You know what I'm saying? They probably thought they was done. And then when they figured out we ain't done with him.
Well, let me say this. Okay, well, you saying he might have thought he was done. Well, how could that be so if he told Brian Custer, like, yeah, that means I'm leaving, right? And then 2-3 days later, he said he never said that. So did he find out that he was, not done within them 2 or 3 day time span?
And then if that's the case, Kyle, he should have said, instead of saying he never said that bullshit. This is why we can't really rock with it, bro, right? Because instead of saying that he never said that bullshit, what he should have said was, yeah, I thought my contract was up, but I got a couple more fights, so I am back with him. I thought it was up, but I talked to my lawyer, I talked to whoever, and the shit not up, so I still got to fight under Mayweather. So if it's that, bro, that's where, like, if you want to talk, bro, you're going to have to talk, and you're going to have to really, like, say some real shit and tell people what it really is. Because once you start talking, people can use your words against you and shit. And so if it's what you saying, then he should have said that shit instead of saying that he never said that shit. You got to be a man and stand on what you say, bro. You can't say that.
That's why we gotta hope that the Ryan Garcia fight happens.
And then you say I never said that, boy. That's like me saying. It's like keep talking. That's like he was talking to me, and he started at the beginning. He went in on tape and he said, "All right, knockout, it's on you." And then I say some shit like, "Hey, bro, nah, I never said that I was gonna. I never said I was gonna criticize Tank, bro. I never said that shit." Motherfuckers be like, "But knockout, bro. The shit is on. The shit is on tape, my nigga. We remember, like you said that shit, bro. What are you talking about?" And so that's where, to me, he fucked up, bro. And maybe he need a media coach, somebody to talk for him or some shit. I don't know. But all I know is, bro, if it's what you just said, Kyle, and I'm not saying it's not, you could be right. If that's what it is, then that's what that young man should have got in front of the camera and said, instead of lying and saying that he never said that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of shit with that kid, man. You know what I mean? You know, to me, I feel like he needs Mayweather on that aspect. Because right when he was able to get his own talking points, he probably realized, damn, I fucked up the church's money. Let me resign with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much. There's so much stuff behind it. But I'm just hoping, man, that he can get a big fight, man. I like Tank. I support the man. I've been to his fights. You know, so I'm just hoping for the best. But I'm gonna say this though. I know we off this AB topic, but I gotta say this though. Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather owe AB their life. Because without AB ain't no Tank. God damn it. Show my man some respect out here in these streets.
Period.
Yeah, I mean,
period.
We can't really argue that point. You know, I mean, you know, AB is the one that brought Tank to Floyd and Leonard and them. Yeah.
Period.
So yeah, we can't argue.
Can we
that
stop
point.
saying Leonard, man? Leonard Ellaby, man, he just hanging out on coattails, man. He ain't doing nothing.
Leonard Ellaby making a whole lot of money. That motherfucker worth well over 100 million. So he doing something. I think you know, as far as a promoter, I got way more respect for Leonard Ellaby, even though I know he's full of shit, but he promotes the fighters that he promotes very well. I mean, look what Leonard Ellaby. Reason why we talking about Tank is because Leonard was the one that was always telling you that Tank the best fighter in the world, and Tank this and Tank that and Tank this. That was Leonard. Floyd kind of backed up from all that shit years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now Floyd, he wants to put himself back in the limelight, and I don't know if y'all noticing that. Every week we talking about something with Floyd. Oh. Every week now. And why? Why? Y'all know why? Because he sees that this Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence shit is overshadowing everything. And Floyd got to be the center of attention. Floyd got to be in the mix. We ain't gonna just talk about. We're not just gonna continue to talk about motherfucking Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, and it's the biggest fight and this and that, you know, without talking about Floyd. We ain't gonna be able to talk about that. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis is potentially the second biggest fight in boxing. All these huge ass fights. Nah, we got to be talking about Floyd with that. And so now y'all see Floyd doing interviews, and you're going to continue to see Floyd put his name out there.
Big facts, bro. Big facts. Floyd got to be the center of attention like a motherfucker. You ain't lying about that.
Y'all talking about the black Donald Trump? That motherfucker narcissist, boy. That motherfucker
man, as far as Tank go, that's why the Ryan Garcia fight damn near gotta happen. Like shit, this is the first fight Tank ever asked for. You say we know you ain't never asked to fight nobody. You asked to make this fight happen, then you re-sign with us, which I'm not inclined to believe that, you understand, we gonna see these type of fights continue to happen because shit, we all know the deficiencies that Ryan have, so we know why they believe Tank can win that fight and they willing to take that fight. You understand? So, but shit, I don't think that they know that they expecting a Ryan that's gonna show up. You understand? Because we starting to see different Ryan. We starting to see Ryan fix some of these problems that he had. You understand? So shit, I think that fight is gonna speak volumes for where Tank career go. But as far as me expecting to see him go and fight Dev and go and fight, I don't think that shit happening. They told us they gonna stick to the blueprint, which is securing the bag.
I don't think that the Ryan Garcia fight happens. And I really don't. You know, I've been thinking about this, and I really don't think that the Ryan Garcia fight happens because, man, Leonard, Al Heyman and Floyd and them, bro, they ain't working with De La Hoya. They not working with him. The only way that this fight happened is if De La Hoya and DAZN say, you know what, we'll go ahead and step off, pay us this amount of money that we want, and we'll step aside. It ain't gonna happen, bro. That fight, I don't see this fight happening now. Real talk. Both sides do want to fight, but both sides want to fight. As far as the promoters, I'm talking about the promoters. Both sides want to fight, but both sides want to show who got the motherfucking bigger nuts too. Both of them do.
Hey, it's a goddamn that ego shit. You hitting the nail on the head with that shit, bro. You know, so let me ask you, who do you think? So if it don't happen and it's because of what you're saying, who do you blame?
Well, we know who is gonna get the blame, right? Most people gonna blame Ryan Garcia. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? He's a fighter that a lot of fight fans don't like. You know, and most people are gonna blame Ryan Garcia. That's people gonna take the easy road and bash the fighter that they don't like. That's just me keeping it 100. He gonna get blamed for that shit. You know, that's just how it's gonna go down. Ryan Garcia, he gonna get blamed for it. They gonna say that he never wanted to fight, that he was just clout chasing Tank Davis. But this time I actually think that Ryan Garcia has always really wanted to fight Gervonta Davis. He really wants to fight, but he gonna get blamed for it for sure. So you know, that's how it's gonna go down. Mark my word and watch. That's exactly how it go down. Ryan gonna get blamed for it,
and we should be blaming Oscar and fucking Floyd, bitches.
Well,
y'all
I'm not gonna say
make
that.
This shit happen.
I think they're gonna make this fight.
I think it's already made. I ain't even gonna hold you. When Ryan showed up at Tank fight, I think that was made. Nah. PBC ain't inviting anybody. They ain't inviting anybody. When you see them show somebody at their fight, you understand?
Right, but you wrong. You wrong because Ryan fuck with a lot of the PBC fight because Ryan has a good relationship with Leonard Ellaby. Remember, Leonard Ellaby, he's always talked good about Ryan. Remember, Leonard Ellaby, he was actually trying to slide and get Ryan to go over there and fuck with Mayweather Promotions, but you know, Oscar De La Hoya shut that shit down. Quit talking to my motherfucking fighter. So, and they both did that shit, right? You know, so yeah, I think that the fight is nowhere near made. I think
that Ryan, and which is fair, you know, the shit, to be honest with you, and you know, I don't agree with Floyd on a lot of shit, but to be fair, Floyd was right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is right. Fuck that. You want to fight Tank? You know Tank is the top dog. You're gonna have to make 135. And I agree.
We not moving 140 to fight you. We not fighting. You ain't running shit. Ryan got. That's what. And that's the thing. Let's not get this twisted.
That is what I was trying to tell y'all. I was trying to tell y'all that shit when it first came up, bro. And y'all were arguing with me. That's all I was saying, bro. Like. If they really, that's why I would put it on Oscar De La Hoya. Is because, like, bro, like at the end of the day, when it's Earl Spence, bro, or it's Tank Davis, or it's fucking Canelo, bro. If you really want to fight them, bro, then you do that shit on their terms, fam. Like they do, like Tank Davis, he gonna be on pay-per-view whether we like it or not, bro. Ryan Garcia, his only pay-per-view fight. It's Tank Davis. So if you really want that fight, you don't get to tell that motherfucker what weight class they fighting at, who gonna broadcast shit. If you really want that fight for your fighter, bro, you gotta bend the proverbial knee, and you gotta go over there and you gotta make that shit happen. That's why, to me, if the fight don't happen and Floyd and them is actually willing to pay for the fight, and they gonna offer Ryan Garcia his biggest bag, and they gonna pay Golden Boy whatever they asking for, then bro, we gotta put that shit on Oscar and them, dog, because it's on the B side. to go over there to where the A side at to get the fight that they claiming that they want, bro.
Man, your ass gonna end up with Hutchinson. What's his name? Richardson.
Richardson
Hitchinson. Man, that's who the fuck you gonna end up with talking that shit. That's what
I'ma
I've
tell
been
you.
telling them if I was
Richard Hitchens can
Like
fight.
I said,
and
He
I
nice.
push for
The
that fight.
Olympian from Haiti.
Hey,
Yeah,
Him and Ryan is a good fight. Like, you understand? That's a good fight. Like, that's just the fight I would push for.
Just like I said, Floyd was right with the shit. And just like he said, you know, when I had to go, I was the B side. So I had to concede to what Oscar De La Hoya wanted. And they fucking made me get in 10-ounce gloves. I had to fucking go up to 154 when I ain't never walked around. Now the nigga lied talking about he was a 126-pound fighter. Nah, nigga, he wasn't a 126-pound fighter. But at 135, maybe, yeah. But not no 126. But you went up to 154, you conceded because you wanted that spot. You wanted that crown. And that's the way it's supposed to be. If you want that crown, you want to be the fucking man, then you got to beat the man. So that's the way it is.
Fought Cotto.
So you got to go ahead on and fucking, if you want to fight Tank Davis like you say it is, you got to concede. Bottom line. And prove that you better than him. That's what boxing is supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? So take your motherfucking licks, motherfucker. You've been pampered since the fucking gate. You've been pampered from the dump, right? From the time you came up on the scene, you've been pampered. Well, motherfucker, it's time for you to have to concede some shit. It's time for you to have
motherfucking Devin Haney had to fucking concede to fucking George Kambosos when he was the bigger name than George Kambosos, but Ryan Garcia get to dictate shots as a fucking B side and not as big as Tank. Hell nah, bro. I'm tired of Devin or Tank or any fighter, bro. And I ain't gonna put no color on any fighter that done earn their right to be the A side and bringing in all that money and whether it be because of the belts or because they just a bigger star. Any fighter that earn that right, bro, like they shouldn't have to take no back seat to a motherfucker to make a fight happen, bro. If you really want to make that shit, you gotta come out.
But not the level of performance ain't even the same. Like, you know what I mean?
What's
That's
really trip y'all out
about Tank is he don't perform. Tank be knocking shit out when the spotlight on. You understand? I can't say that Ryan always had that performance. Like,
he really, Ryan really give it to Ryan though. Ryan be knocking motherfuckers out too, bro. You got
Ryan perform. He had one fight that he came back, you know, from a long layoff.
That's his Eastside Cruz fight. That's his Eastside Cruz fight.
So Ryan performs. He you know, now that's what I'm saying, bro. Now one of them is fighting the top level competition, but they both doing the same shit, looking spectacular, looking exciting, right? And I'm not gonna say spectacular because Ryan, he got his flaws, right? But they both looking hella exciting. They both hella exciting to watch because all the shit that people talk about Ryan Garcia, I guarantee each one of them niggas was waiting for him to fight. I guarantee it. So that means something. That shit means something, right? That they both exciting fighters and they both get knockouts. Type of fight, you know. Hey, I mean, I got my pick in the fight. I don't, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, Tank knocking them the fuck out, but it's an exciting fight to see because you got two dangerous fighters in there with each other. Both
you know that motherfucker ain't going the distance, bro. Like you know,
it's not going.
Somebody gonna fuck somebody up, bro. Like it is what it is.
And Ryan Garcia
ain't seeing that fight.
And Ryan Garcia's motherfucking dangerous because he can catch Tank just like Tank can catch him.
Because like you said, Tank ain't active. Tank ain't the most active fighter. And
the thing is, bro, people will say Tank got a chin. People gotta understand something, bro. It's certain type of power. Ryan got this type of power. Tank got this type of power. It just don't matter how good your chin is, bro. Like motherfucker gonna hurt you, bro. It's certain motherfuckers that crack hard enough to where if they catch you right, your ass getting hurt, bro. And Ryan got that type of power. So I know Tank got a good chin. Maybe he walking through Ryan right hand, but there isn't a fighter at 135 that's gonna get hit by a clean left hook from Ryan Garcia, and they ain't gonna feel that motherfucker. But he can hurt everybody with that motherfucker left hook.
You heard Tank. You heard Tank. He said, man. He said Rolly touched him, and he was like, yeah, motherfucker kind of hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Rolly touched him. Now,
but when I say
I think that Ryan Garcia fundamentally is way better than Rolly.
Facts.
I think he know how to do if he. So I think it'd be different if Ryan Garcia touch him. I think he gonna know what to do after that. You know what I'm saying? Rolly, he just wild, bro. He just wild all over the place. I'm gonna say Ryan Garcia, man. He lot better than Rolly when it comes.
Well, Rolly fought a different fight than we used to him fighting in that fight too. Like, yeah, I mean, Rolly came out there on this shit. Rolly came out there working that jab, and we
but
know
it's not
Tank
gonna last. You see,
yeah, but it ain't gonna last.
With Ryan Garcia, that's the thing with Ryan Garcia. You know, that's why I say that Tank knock him the fuck out because yeah, he could come out there and he could be putting it on Tank for a while, but. In doing all the right things, but as soon as that motherfucking head popped back and he started leaving his chin open, Tank is the wrong one to do it with.
Facts.
But like I said, that's a five
five
inch
fight.
difference. That's a 5-inch difference in height and shit and reach. So it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. Not saying Tank ain't gonna get it done, but to be honest with you, bro, it's gonna be a tough fucking fight, and I want to see the shit. It's gonna be a tough fight on both of those guys, bro. So, you know, I want to.
That's why we ain't gonna see.
We got another tough fight for Tank, huh? Nah.
Okay.
Nah. He's going to listen. Ryan is long and shit, but his length, it ain't like Devin Haney length. Like Ryan got to be coming forward and shit. He got to be the aggressor. If Tank put Ryan, in order to beat Tank, bro, you got to keep Tank on his back foot, and you got to have strength. You got to push him back. I don't see Ryan Garcia being able to keep Tank on the back foot, bro. Tank is gonna be walking forward. He gonna take that newfound jab because remember, Ryan Garcia, his jab look good, but it's one thing for your jab to look good against Javier Fortuna. It's a completely different animal for that bitch to look good against Tank Davis. Tank gonna walk straight to him with that high guard, and when Tank is walking to you, bro. You ain't really got no shot with him, bro.
And you ain't got no shot with him.
That's why they wanted to fight. That's why they want to fight at 140 because they feel like that Ryan Garcia is gonna be much stronger at 140, and Tank ain't gonna be able to get in the high guard and just push him back like that.
You get in
that's
the
why
high
they want that fight at 140.
Hold on, that ain't the only thing. You get in the high guard, and just like your boy was in the fucking high guard, and a motherfucker. Jump in real quick with that fucking left hook to the body. Tank gonna know something then.
And your ass gonna goddamn it.
You understand?
So you think your body gonna run down.
I don't think Tank gonna be coming forward. I really don't.
Tank reflexes is highly underrated, bro.
You talking about his reflex?
That shit you hitting Luke Campbell with, and Javier Fortuna with. All right, I mean, good luck. I'm ready to see the fight.
Hold on, good luck. He is not above. He is not above getting hit. Everybody get hit.
No one said that. I'm just saying that shit where Javier Fortuna couldn't even see the shit. Where Javier Fortuna was hit before he even knew he was hit. He ain't doing that shit to Tank, bro. Like he ain't doing that type of shit to Tank, dog.
But we know that.
I got Tank winning this fight, but I'm telling you this. This is what I'm gonna tell you. You think Tank Davis gonna be moving forward, and you're wrong in this fight. You're going to be wrong.
I agree with that because
he will go back. No, he will be on his back foot. Once he get Ryan timing down, he'll go backwards until he start throwing. When he start throwing, he gonna walk Ryan down, and then just watch. Once he hit Ryan, and he realize Ryan can't take his shit, he's going to walk to Ryan, and he's gonna beat him up and stop him, bro. He's gonna do Ryan very similar. It's gonna be a very similar fight. I'll give you the fight. It's gonna be very similar to what you saw with Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios had Tank on his back foot for the first couple rounds.
Mario Barrios is not.
Tank took his jab away.
Ryan Garcia.
He has a better jab. He has a better jab than Ryan.
For the hand speed that you gotta deal with, combined with that power knock.
Start walking that dude down. With the fucking length and the hand speed that dude got, bro. That dude fucking
about to be the bigger fighter.
The best way for Tank to beat him, listen.
He has great hand speed.
You got to pop shot him early.
What he has, everything that's great about him offensively is horrible about him defensively. So when he's using that hand speed and he's coming forward, Tank will be on the back foot just like he was against Mario.
Like that. He don't leave. You will never see. You never, ever, 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 ever see Ryan Garcia over his front foot. Never.
Never.
Never. He fight all up here like that.
And the only way, because of his height, hold on, listen, I'm telling you what's going to be tough. Because of his height and his reach and his hand speed, right? He move his feet back. When you try to get close, he move his feet back. But what I'm telling you is this. It's not going to be easy as you saying he going to just start walking him down. Because first of all, you're going to be eating some shit. And that bitch can punch. That dude can punch. The best way for Tank to beat him is angles. He going to need to get angles. He going to have to get angles. Because of Ryan Garcia's feet. And it's going to be hard to get close because Ryan is smart, bro. I'm just telling you. Ryan,
but you got to fight.
And I'm not saying Tank is not going to beat him. I think Tank going to beat him. But what I'm telling you is it must be angles to get in. You start getting in the high guard, he going to keep fucking hitting you and moving back. He going to, just like he did with Fortuna. And Fortuna tried to come forward, he was fucking letting them hands go. And he was bang, 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 bang. Even if it's hitting the gloves. You got to reset. It's every time, bro. And that dude punch hard, bro. I'm telling you. Nah,
and he gonna be bigger than Tank. Shit, he gonna be bigger than Tank. Tank gonna have to. He gonna have to bring his legs in that fight. He gonna have to pop shot him, and then you, like you say,
I agree. I agree with you guys. I said Mario Barrios because it was very similar. Mario Barrios was walking Tank back. He had Tank on the back foot. Tank was counterpunching a lot. Ryan Garcia is going to do the same thing to him. He's gonna have him on the back foot. It's gonna be because of his hand speed. It's gonna be because of his power. Tank is going to counter him.
Barrios hit him with a hell of a right hand.
I understand that.
Back off the ropes.
I understand all that.
Garcia hit him with that shit,
bro. Listen, you go to that every time, bro. If Terrence hits Earl Spence with the shit Ugas hit him with, if Ryan Garcia hits Tank with the shit that Barrios hit him with, that's cool, bro. But we got to look at it from the other perspectives too. If Tank hit fucking Ryan Garcia with the left hands that Luke Campbell hit him with, Ryan Garcia will still be asleep today. And all I'm saying is, yes, Ryan gonna walk him back, but at the end of the fight, just watch what I tell y'all. Because Tank is gonna fight on the back foot. He's gonna walk Ryan in the shots. He's gonna counter him. He's gonna get a gauge of his shit. And then once he really feel that Ryan can't take his power and Ryan start tiring a little bit, Tank counter to the body with them uppercuts a little bit, Tank is going to start walking him back. And Ryan is going to end the fight going backwards, getting his ass whooped, bro.
All right.
Like that's what's going to happen.
That he taking it the first. That's saying that he could take that shit. I hope that Tank can, but I don't think he can.
Bro, when he don't want to get hit, he don't get hit.
Right.
When he don't want to get hit, he don't get hit.
Every opponent Tank has fought, every last one of them. No, not near none of them had the fucking hand speed of Ryan Garcia. It ain't even close. It's not even close. You can move your head like you did with Pedraza with them slow ass punches. He stayed right in the pocket.
Y'all always tell me this. Y'all always tell me this, but ain't nobody like at the end of the day who Ryan fought that's like Tank, bro. Like why are we acting? Why are we acting like?
But what I'm saying is the things that you say Tank does, the things you say. You gonna make him miss and all of this, bro. That dude fucking hand. It's hard to move your fucking head when a dude hands that fucking fast. That's all. It's different than fucking Pedraza, he was ducking and dodging and making that motherfucker miss, and that other little dude he fought making him miss. But it's harder when you got a long ass fighter with hands that fucking fast. That's all I'm saying.
And not to mention you not the most active fighter. Not to mention you not active.
His hands are fast, but you understand, bro. If we really want to break it down. Ryan Garcia's best punch is his left hook. Y'all don't think that Tank know that? Y'all really think Tank IQ and his defense ain't good enough to take away his best punch, bro?
Your boy took away.
Like Tank had problems with Rolly jab.
He had problems with
Rolly's
Leo Santa Cruz.
Rolly's fucking awkward. Ryan ain't awkward. Don't you think having a boxer that does more standard shit in front of him
come out there with that awkward shit though, bro?
Leo
like
Santa
when you
Cruz.
watch that fight, Rolly came out there on his shit.
Right, bro. Let me tell you something, Knockout.
I think what's happening is people gonna give everybody that Tank fight a shot against Tank, so that when he finally lose, you get to look right. Cause y'all be telling me everybody gonna be tough, everybody gonna do this. Like every single fighter is a tough fight for Tank.
That was one fight. Stop that.
I ain't never said Rolly was gonna win that fight.
The only thing I said was this. This is what I said. I never said Tank ain't gonna win. But what I'm telling you is it's gonna be a lot tougher. You can say I said it for Rolly. The only reason I said it for Rolly because he's fucking strong. That's it. But you talking about a guy with some fucking super fast fucking hands, bro. And the dude can fucking he do what he do well. And Tank gotta crack that fucking code. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Tank ain't gonna win. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying that it's not gonna be as fucking easy with that hand speed. Leo Santa Cruz was putting some fucking hands on fucking Tank, bro. Let's keep it 100. That's why Tank fucking eyes was all swollen up, bro. And you talking about if Leo Santa Cruz had crack,
Leo don't have the power that Ryan got.
If Leo Santa Cruz had crack like fucking Ryan Garcia, it would have been a problem that night for Tank.
Yes, but Tank ain't gonna fight Ryan like that. Y'all realize that. Y'all realize that
it's gonna be harder, bro.
Y'all realize that Tank is a southpaw, and so when he go to his shoulder roll, the only thing that left hook is gonna hit is his back and his shoulder, bro. Like y'all realize that, bro. And then by throwing that left hook, guess what you wide open for? A motherfucking roll uppercut, a roll count. Bro, I am telling y'all, bro.
You just gonna walk up on him and make it happen? You just gonna walk across the room? You just gonna walk across the room and have that scenario?
I ain't say that, bro. I'm saying Ryan gonna be going forward for the first 4 or 5 rounds. He gonna get counted, caught with some shit that hurt him. It's gonna change the fight. And Tank gonna walk him down. He gonna stop him somewhere between the 6th and the 8th round, bro.
Okay.
What I'm telling
you, better hope Tank can last some 4 or 5 rounds because just walking across the room punching on people in the club punches.
Who Tank don't do that, bro? When do Tank walk across and hit people
with across the ring, bro? And he imposed you to put you to engage. You understand? You don't see Tank going first.
I ain't saying he was going
Tank, goddamn it.
I said that's how the fight going in. He was on his back foot against Pedraza at first. Bro, he gonna be on his back foot to start the fight because he just gonna get his time and shit, see what Ryan trying to do. But then when he start throwing that left hand counter, whether it's a straight or an uppercut, the fight's gonna change. Because I know when Tank get hit, Tank turned into a dog. I don't know that about Ryan.
Yeah, he turned into a dog fighting who he been fighting. Yeah, he turned into a dog. Fight,
man. And that's a lot of
distance fucking dude. Name one dude on Tank resume punch hard as fucking Ryan.
That's a lot of distance to be close.
We love
Javier Fortuna.
We love the performance of Javier Fortuna. We love that performance that Ryan put on. But let's not act like he ain't one fight removed from not being able to cut the ring off against To-Go. What if To-Go was actually trying to walk him in the shit? Using that move. You don't think Tank lateral movement and counter punching ability is gonna fuck Ryan up?
But if you look at that knock, To-Go was jabbing his way out. Tank don't jab like that.
You don't see Ryan just like I saw somebody in the comments. He throws over he throw a lot of punches leaning over. No, the fuck he don't. He never do, bro. I don't know what you watching. Because
he jumped straight back and put his chin in the air. He don't lean over.
The thing is, how Tank gonna reach him, bro? He's stepping back and Tank fucking 5'5", bro.
Tank reach everybody, bro, by being extremely explosive.
Dude is 5'10", bro.
Tank do that.
Don't matter.
Dude is 5'10", bro. That's what bro. Y'all don't take that into consideration.
I'm gonna tell you like this, knockout. Tank. Ryan Garcia to me. He better than Barrios was at 140. Because I
agree.
Hey, what happened in that Barrios fight? Let's keep it 100. Barrios, he ran out of gas.
Fact.
And we know this is not making an excuse. This is not taking nothing away from Tank because I give him all his credit for beating Barrios. But we gotta talk about the facts in the fight. Is people that was training with Barrios, they said that he damn near killed himself to make that weight. We had seen Barrios get his ass beat before Tank. Bad. And you know I ain't lying, knockout. Motherfucker, he had a Hasim Rockman on his motherfucking eyeball.
Yep. He did against what's that dude named fucking Akhmadev or something.
Akhmadev and shit or whatever. Beat the fuck out of Barrios. If
but
Barrios
see, I don't even like saying that I don't like saying that he gassed out though, because did he gas out or did Tank's body work make him tired?
I think it was. I think my opinion is he gassed out because, bruh, we know all of the fighters that were saying how he almost killed himself to make the weight, that he already was supposed to go up to 147. He wasn't even supposed to be fighting at 140 no more. But, you know, Leonard and Ellaby, they knew that shit. They scouted him out and they said, hey, you want to fight Tank?
He was like, yep.
You want to get the biggest payday? You want to get the biggest payday of your career? And yeah, he gonna say yeah. Because at that point in time, nobody was checking for Barrios because we had seen him get the shit beat out of him.
That's true.
And
That's
get
true.
a gift decision. So I'll stay. I'll go back down to 140. I for one more fight, I'll stay at 140. I'll do whatever I got to do to make the weight. You know they had a gang of clauses in the contract if he had came in overweight. So he knew he couldn't motherfucking miss the weight. And they got him in there, and he did, you know, he did all right in that fight. Barrios did. You know, he was putting in work. That fight was close into the later rounds, and you know, Barrios, he started fading, bro, and Tank started putting it on his ass. Now, you got to give credit to Tank because Tank was in shape. He could have faded, but Tank ain't the one that faded. Barrios did. And, you know, Tank stopped him. I think he stopped him with a body shot.
It was he put him down with a body shot, but it was
the
ref stopped it after he hit him. But look, I'm just glad that Coach OTP Key, I'm just glad that if Tank fighting Ryan, he in the fight that y'all feel is worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be happy about
that.
The
best
bro.
Man win, bro. At the end of the day, you know, shit. That's all we can hope for is a good fight.
Yeah, so, I think it's worthy because now you got somebody in there that's a real threat to you. Right. You got somebody in there that can actually knock you out. I think this is the most solid fight that he would be in because Rolly could have been the threat, but Rolly don't know how he not accurate and precise like that. He don't know how to set it up.
That's the thing too, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's on you, Tank, to go show OTB, show Coach. Right. Show Key, you gotta show them that it ain't as close as they think it is, bro. And that's how you get your credit. That's how you get your praise and shit. People, you gotta fight fights where people feel like it's a close ass fight. They feel like it can go either way, and then you gotta go show them that what they think it is, it ain't that. Just like Jesse Van Rodriguez, motherfucker was like, yo, Jesse Van Rodriguez, man, I don't know, bro. He's stepping up too soon, bro. He's stepping up like this and shit. And then what did he do? He went and showed motherfucker that everybody thought it was that. It ain't really that, bro. And so shit.
That motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Tank gotta do that shit.
I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm not speaking for nobody in particular, but it's a whole lot of motherfucking fight fans that say Ryan Garcia is trash. You know what I'm saying? Niggas running around here every day talking about how trash Ryan Garcia is, talking about how the Javier Fortuna fight was a fix. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. We hear this shit every day on YouTube, right? All the time on YouTube. So I say this to say that, right? If Ryan Garcia is so trash, we're not going to move the goalpost because if him and Tank do fight, Tank's supposed to destroy him. Show that he not even in the same he ain't even in the same book as a goddamn Tank Davis. If Ryan Garcia trash. So now everybody that's saying Ryan Garcia is trash, he garbage, he this and that. Well, if they do make this Tank Davis fight, they got to keep them same words. This can't be no close fight. Tank's supposed to walk through him like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like wet tissue paper. Easy. Tank's supposed to make this shit look fucking like he did a Jose Cuellar or something if Ryan Garcia is that trash. So watch what you say. You better believe in what y'all really say.
And not only listen, Keith. I was saying this. I saw somebody talking about. They said because Ryan is he don't have the feet that Tank got. Well, the advantage Tank got, he got the better feet. But the problem is when you got a big, tall, long, fast hand, hard hitting fighter like that, you don't have to have the best feet. If you got that fucking jab out there and that fucking right, that means you can fucking.
Well, he has quick feet. He
right.
He has
he just don't box
but
around.
He has quick feet. He reacts. If you look how he steps back. If you look how he steps back, he'll step to the side. Like he don't have footwork, but he's quick.
Right.
So he's athletic. So he jumps back. You know what I'm saying? He uses his feet. He don't use his feet as what we want to see, like footwork. Yeah, he don't have footwork, but he's quick on his feet.
And not only that, he's long. See, this is what people don't. He's long, bro, and that's where the problem. If Tank get inside, Tank gonna beat him. That's no question. And Tank gotta go. He gotta move to Ryan's left and throw that straight left hand to hurt Ryan. That's how he's got to do it. He's gonna move to the right. He gonna move to his right and Ryan's left, and he gonna fucking he'll slip in there and crack him with that fucking left hand. That's how he can get to Ryan. But it's the matter of getting in there. If Ryan is using his jab, which we saw, I'm not saying it's the best jab in the world, but that motherfucker was accurate. So it's a good test, bro. It's a good fight that I think everybody should be excited for if they make this fight, because we want to see what goes on. And I'm not a Ryan Garcia fan at all, but I'm gonna tell you the truth from what my eyes see. That's it. That's all it is. It's nothing more me liking one more than the other. I like Tank. I want Tank to win this fight, right? But this is a fucking real challenge, bro. Like Ryan Garcia fucking hands is fucking fast, bro. And that dude can fucking crack, bro. I don't care. You could dislike this motherfucker all you want. The facts are the facts. And he look like he's getting better, bro. I'm just keeping it 100.
Well, he's only 23. He's still getting stronger. You could tell he's getting physically stronger. And yeah, man, I think that it's a good fight, and he's dangerous. When you got two dangerous opponents that can punch like that, I think, to me, really, it's gonna come down to ring IQ. Because in order for him to beat Tank, he gonna have to have more than ability. He gonna have to have hell of a ring IQ, because Tank got a high ring IQ.
Absolutely.
And if Tank see that Ryan Garcia is doing some shit that leave himself open, you pretty much can call it a night. Because Tank see that shit, he gonna capitalize on it. He gonna capitalize on it, and he gonna get Ryan up out of there. But I think it's gonna come down to ring IQ. Can Ryan Garcia ring IQ keep up with Tank Davis's ring IQ? Because both, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? And knockout, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me or not, but we see that Tank is smart about his shit. When he in there with an opponent that's bigger than him, or he think maybe can crack hard, he fights different, right? He fights different. He fight in spurts. He hold a lot of shit back because he trying to, see what's open. He's being very careful. So if anybody think he just gonna run in there and go straight forward after Ryan Garcia like that, he's not. Tank know that Ryan Garcia can crack. Tank know that Ryan Garcia got fast hands. He knows that Ryan Garcia is dangerous. Tank ain't just gonna go in there and wow with Ryan Garcia and try to slug it out with him. He's not going to do that. Now he might do that shit in deep in the later rounds if the fight get that far, but he ain't gonna do that. And so
he ain't. You're 100% right.
So the first half of this fight, if it lasts, right, it's gonna be a battle of both of them are gonna be cautious. They're gonna be trying to find holes and see what they, pick holes. They're gonna try to see what they can do. They're gonna be very cautious. Now, later on in the fight, this fight is gonna come down to who has the better ring IQ and who is in better shape. That's what it's gonna come down to. Who got the better ring IQ and who is in better shape. I think that's what it's gonna come down to.
Tank gonna have to stay low. Tank gonna have to stay low in this fight.
I do agree with you there, Coach. Tank changing the
level.
levels.
Head and stay low and get inside to bang on this motherfucker.
Yeah, Tank changing the levels gonna be big, but like you said, that's gonna be hard to do when you got a 5-inch reach advantage that you're dealing with. You understand? And
height advantage.
Fucking fast.
His arms may be even longer than 5 inches longer than Tank's.
And to Gervonta Tank Davis is going to have to invest to the body. He's going to have to go
to the body, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to, because Ryan Garcia, he did fix his stance a little bit. I hate that straight up knees locked out shit. I fucking hate that shit with Ryan Garcia. I hate any fighter I see doing that shit, stand straight up with their fucking knees locked out. But he fixed it a little bit. He got a little bit of bend in his knees this last fight, so you can see that. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Eddie Reynoso, but you can see that Dan Goosen is working on the little shit that should have been worked on a long time ago with Ryan Garcia.
And he's staying on the phone
I don't know
too.
what was going on with them other trainers, but I don't know if they was just enamored by him or just never took him so that serious because he was modeling and doing other shit out the ring, where they just never really got with him and tried to fix that thing, the things that he didn't do well, his flaws. They were just focused on, you know, his fast hands and his power and all that shit. But you could tell that Joe Goosen got him now one-on-one, and he's drilling those little fundamental things that he should have been worked on a long time ago. He's drilling those things into Ryan Garcia. So I did see him have a little bend in his knees this time, right? And so with that straight up stance that Ryan Garcia has, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to have to invest to the body. And I think that's going to pay dividends for Tank, you know, because it's going to make Ryan Garcia have to do different things. And can Ryan Garcia go to a plan B? How high is his ring IQ? I know that Gervonta Tank Davis has a high ring IQ, and he can make adjustments. Can Ryan Garcia make adjustments? And it's going to come down to things like that in the ring. You know, it's going to come down.
You're right, Key. Them just things I don't see. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him being able to disguise it for that long. You understand? Like, shit, you got to remember you working with somebody who down low, and every time, you understand, you faint. Every time you foot faint. Every time he down low. So, you understand, I just don't see enough tools in the toolbox where Ryan won that fight. But I can't say that he don't, you understand, land his shot early. Shit, I don't think that Tank is active enough, and I think that's his Achilles heel. You understand? Him not working that jab, him not using that stick to get out of trouble, and just taking a lot of shots that you seen him take. You understand? So shit, I think that both fighters really got a chance to do what they do. My question just is if Tank can invest to the body without taking that left hand. You understand? And when you know that left hand gonna be there, and you talking about, goddamn it, that means you gotta roll with somebody who hands that fast. Shit, good luck.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, it's gonna be a good fight that I want to see. I'm pulling for Tank. I want Tank to win, but it's not gonna. I just don't see it. I don't see it being an easy fight like all these people think. You know what I'm saying? And the kid has matured. You gotta give him that. He's matured. You know, so we'll see. I think that it's a good fight that everybody want to see how it come out. You know, and that's it. I think that it's not as easy because of the size difference. Now, if they was the same size, it wouldn't be shit to it. Tank would fuck him up. But because Ryan is so big, man, Ryan's a big fucking kid at 135. And he's fucking 5'10", and fast hands, and he can crack. So it's tough. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Tank ain't gonna fucking figure it out and get him out of there. I'm not saying that. But it's not gonna be very easy.
So check this scenario, right? Right? Because this was on the table before. I don't see this fight happening. But this fight could potentially be, I'm gonna tell y'all, and listen to what I'm gonna say. I don't see this fight happening next just because of, like I already told y'all, these motherfucking, both of these promoters got big ass egos. But something can potentially happen in the meanwhile while this fight ain't taking place to actually make this fight bigger than Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Y'all might be like, this nigga tripping. I'm gonna tell y'all what can happen. I'm gonna tell y'all what can happen. Listen to what I'm saying. If Ryan Garcia could get a pit bull fight, it's a lot of ifs and coulds. If he get a pit, because Pitbull fight was on the table, and Pitbull, Isaac Cruz, they turned it down. Him and his people turned that fight down. That's a fact. So Ryan Garcia could turn around and get the Pitbull Cruz fight. If he could stop Pitbull Cruz, like I said, it's a big if. If he could stop big Pitbull Cruz, do y'all know how big Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight would be?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
If he could stop Pitbull Cruz.
Keon, stop even putting that in the universe, because that means Tank gonna fight that means Tank gonna fight another fucking bum before he fight Ryan Garcia. So
I mean, it is what it is. It's gonna happen, bro.
I
mean,
I
go
don't
ahead.
want to see that fight neither.
I think you want to see
right. It make the fight.
I think that I say that Ryan stop Pitbull now. Shit, tomorrow. I think Ryan stop Pitbull.
I don't know about them.
Pitbull. I don't think Pitbull. You understand? I don't think he laying that punch on Ryan.
With Pitbull, with his defensive responsibility and the fact that Ryan. Now that's a fight.
He wasn't
that's
tight
a
like
fight.
He was with Tank.
But maybe he'll be tight with Ryan because he know the danger there. But with the fact that Ryan gonna have to fight that fight on his back foot the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, he will. He's shorter knockout. But see, this is the thing, knockout. This is the thing, knockout. He will have to fight that fight on his back foot because Pitbull, he coming straight for it. He not gonna stop. And but the thing with Pitbull is he's slow. You can see his shots coming from motherfucking last year.
Yeah,
them bitches still in the way.
Pitbull all night.
Knock his ass out.
He's slow, so if Ryan can catch him
all night, he's going to reset Pitbull Cruz all night long with the jab and the fucking hook and
the left hook. Tell him
every fucking all night long. And the thing about it is, Pitbull Cruz is shorter than Tank Davis, bro.
Facts.
But Ryan ain't got all Ryan got is hand speed and power. This turning and check hooks and footwork and pivots, bro. He don't have all this shit to do the shit.
Say you gotta have that for somebody who coming straight forward. Shit.
Hey, bro,
you don't need that for somebody who's gonna be right there.
Like the only advantage you might give him over Tank is hand speed, bro. Like it's so much other shit to boxing, bro. To just be talking about his hands, be like he ain't got the feet, he ain't got the counter punching ability, he don't have the angles, he don't have the versatility defensively, he don't have none of the tools that Tank got other than being taller than him, and maybe his hands are just a little bit faster, but I don't even know if I can concede that shit. Like, bro, like
I'm talking about Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, my bad, bro. As far as Pitbull Cruz, though, like Ryan, all that shit that we see him do, bro, is him on the front foot, bro. For him to have to do that shit with a motherfucker that's gonna have him push back the whole goddamn fight, man. All right, bro. Y'all keep believing that shit if you want to. I don't think he can stop Pitbull. Can he beat him?
I didn't say that he can stop
Pitbull. OTP did, bro. I was talking about.
If I'm saying that, I'm making a scenario that if he gets a Pitbull Cruz fight, and if he can stop Pitbull Cruz, I think that potentially make that fight with Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia as big as Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, or maybe bigger.
Well, I agree with you. Anytime you see a fighter, Fortuna was supposed to be.
Yeah, anytime you see a fighter fight somebody and they beat him worse than their potential opponent, that's gonna always make the fight bigger. So I agree with that. It's kind of like Manny kept beating the shit out of Floyd opponents worse than Floyd was beating him, and so it made the fight way bigger.
And so I say if I'm Oscar De La Hoya, I try to make this Tank fight. I don't waste a whole bunch of time trying to make the Tank fight. If we can't come to an agreement, we move on and we try to get the fight with Pitbull Cruz.
But in their defense, you know what I mean? They tried that fight before the Fortuna fight, and that's what I was saying. Like Fortuna,
Money, Money, you missed the cook. Yeah, Money came in here at the right time.
Come on, Money.
What's happening with it, Money? Money he say Ryan knocks out Pitbull. I
agree.
I agree with
Ryan knocked out
me, I'm not big on Pitbull. Like his punches are telegraphed. and he pretty much a one-trick pony. But
And
one problem that he could cause a problem to Ryan's body because he's so low, he gets so low, he's so short, and you know he is gonna be front foot dominant, and he could, you know, go to Ryan's body because Ryan is standing straight up.
If that fight get made, I got 100. I got 100 push-ups for anybody that want them. That the fight go to distance.
Man, hell no.
I'll take that bet.
I'm gonna take that.
I'll take it.
I'm you now, knock.
They make that fight. I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet.
Yeah. That's the bet. That fight get made again. It just go to distance. That's my bet. If it go to distance, I win.
Cause I'm gonna tell you like this.
That's just the fight style that we thought that Fortuna was gonna give us. Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna tell
thought Fortuna was gonna give us.
Pitbull Cruz is 23 years old, and he only ever lost to Tank Davis, and he took him to distance. He ain't coming in that bitch out of shape like Fortuna, dog. He ain't gonna come in that bitch like Fortuna,
bro. No motherfucker that's 5'10" and punch and fast like that.
That's just because
I was watching him against Gamboa. It ain't even close.
Hey, Peter Vaughn. I was ringside at the Pitbull Cruz and Gamboa fight, and I got to see with my own eyes how much fucking Pitbull telegraphs his punches.
Fact.
Motherfucker was missing everything he threw.
Man,
you know, and landed every one out of every 10 shots, big shot on Gamboa. That's why Gamboa was able to last the time he lasted. Yeah,
and on top of that, he only got 2 of them hoes, bro. It's an overhand right or a left hook, and you can tell which one is coming every time.
And I think that with Dan Goosen, with Ryan Garcia, I think that Ryan Garcia is learning a lot, and I think that he might knock out Pitbull Cruz. Put his ass to sleep because Pitbull is very careless. Of course, he wasn't going to be careless with Tank because Tank got that reputation. I don't think these fighters respect Ryan Garcia like they respect Tank. So I don't think that Pitbull Cruz would come in to the Ryan Garcia fight, you know, fighting like he did against Tank. I think that he would show Ryan Garcia a lot less respect, and that's going to open his ass up to get knocked the fuck out.
And that's what's going on.
Hey, brothers, I got a roll. My wife taking me to dinner in the movie. And,
yeah, what y'all going to see, Coach?
Nope. That's the
Nope.
The Jordan Peele little movie. Yeah. With Keke Palmer and I forgot who else in that shit.
Okay, yeah.
Let us know if it's good, man.
Yeah, let us know.
Hey man, y'all be easy. Always a pleasure, brother, to be on here and have our little debates and all of that. And it's always
Coach, am I still plugging you tonight? Are you still going live tonight after me?
I doubt it, bro. But I'm, you know, we're gonna definitely have a couple's corner tomorrow night. So
okay, all right, I'll be sure to let people know. I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna be at couple's corner tomorrow, man. I hope my brothers come and support me tomorrow night. Money Brown.
Tomorrow we might even be on the show.
Yeah, that's what I want. You know, we need some interaction, bro. You know, it should be fun, bro. It just be talking shit.
Like I said, man, we couldn't do it last week, man. We were doing stuff with the kids.
Right. So, knock out. You need to bring you and your wife home, bro. Y'all come holler at us, bro.
I'm trying to convince her. She camera shy, man. I'm trying to convince her to come on, bro. Real talk. We talked about it. I'm like, come on, let's do the show. She's like, nah, I'm good. Like, all right, whatever.
Come on, Miss Knockout. Come and support you.
Yeah, when you see it in the chat, mess with her because she sure don't want to get in front of the camera and shit, man.
Hey, mine was the same way. I told her, hey, shit, we already told everybody you ain't got no choice. You know, and then she finally did it, and she was like, yeah, it wasn't bad as I thought it was gonna be because she didn't want to get on camera.
Man, y'all be easy, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody coming subscribe to Glover Boxing and more, bro. And like I said,
yes, sir, Coach.
Y'all come and holler at me, bro. Peace out, brothers.
Back salute, Coach.
Yes, sir. And make sure that y'all go sub to Glove Up Boxing and more. But yeah, man, I think that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis is a solid fight. You got one fighter that's close to his prime, and you got another fighter that's getting a lot better. You know, I mean, I know most people, they just like to shit on Ryan and act like that he just some fucking trash. He ain't no trash, bro. He has some flaws, things that he needs to work on, and that's just what it is. A lot of these fighters, these motherfuckers got flaws. We seen motherfucking Frank Martin have flaws and shit he needs to work on. man, a lot of these young fighters got shit they need to work on. Ryan Garcia ain't the only one.
Facts. And you got to give him the respect that's due because he's showing us that he fixing them. Shit, he's staying active. He done fought 2 times in 3 months. Shit, man, quit bringing that old shit up, period. As much as content, you got to respect the product you see. You understand? So, shit, I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah. And I think, getting experience to knockout, let's keep it real. He got the experience with the Luke Campbell fight. I think, he came and he got the experience with to go somebody that was gonna be in there that was hella slick. To go is a slick ass fighter, hella slick, and he came in there to survive for 12 rounds.
Yeah, he ain't try to win that. He ain't try to win that shit at all.
Yeah, so that made him learn, because you in fights like that, right? You in the fight with a Luke Campbell, right? Now damn, all this with my chin up in the air. Now that shit caught me. I need to really work on this now. I was getting away with it. Now I really need to work on it because now I didn't got caught. And I didn't, got set on my ass for the first time, because he said that was the first time he ever got dropped in amateur or pros. Now I got to learn from that. Now then I take a layoff. I get in the ring with To Go. This motherfucker moving around the ring, doing all type of drunken monkey shit for 12 rounds, trying to survive. Now I see, damn, I got to work on my feet work. I got to work on cutting off the ring. I got to, get back in the lab. Now I go face a Javier Fortuna. So he's getting better, with experience. He getting better, bro. How many fights he got knockout?
23 fights, 19 knockouts.
Yeah, 23 fights, not 19 knockouts. He's getting better.
And unlike Edgar Berlanga, I
was calling him
fights that's making him
trash, bro. I was calling him trash after the To Go fight, and he looked so much better in the Javier Fortuna fight. Like that shit can't be denied. You got to get that young man credit.
Yeah, and you got to think, man, that To Go fight, like I said, it's a difficult style, right? Because certain styles make fights. It's a different style he had never went in there with. You got to think, To Go fooled everybody. To Go said he's gonna go in there and knock out Ryan Garcia. He's finna be in the paint. You remember?
I don't
think Ryan Garcia was prepared. I don't think Ryan Garcia was prepared to have to chase a motherfucker around, a slick cat at that, for 12 rounds. I don't think he was prepared for that. But you learn from it. But I think he getting better, man. I mean, he putting in the work. He got a new trainer. I think the new trainer's helping him. I think that was another reason why he might have looked like he did against To Go. You off, damn near 2 years. You went through all type of shit. Now you got a whole new trainer. You ain't even been with this trainer a long time. So yeah.
And I seen an adjustment even in the To Go fight, because you understand a lot of them times To Go was jabbing his way out. You understand, later on in that fight, he started leaning into that jab, landing that goddamn it right hook. And To Go goddamn it started getting wobbly legged, and then he started pressing after that. So To Go wasn't able to really jab his way out, and them confrontations became, you understand, more often. So shit, he definitely, if y'all think that he don't have no ring IQ, you understand, then shit, I can show you some film where he made the adjustment, you understand, that was pivotal in that fight. Because if that fight go on and that fight go 12 rounds and we listen to a scorecard, then this conversation totally different.
Kyle, you got anything on this? Kyle, I don't know where Kyle at. Knockout.
Nah, bro. Like, I mean, everything y'all said is right about Ryan. He done showed a lot of improvements. He's always had the speed and power. And look, man, hand speed and power can take your ass a long way. You start to doing the little things. You start improving your feet. You start fixing your defensive flaws. Because for as good as he looked against Javier Fortuna offensively, I noticed that he made sure, like, look, I ain't getting caught with no motherfucking overhand left.
Stayed on the phone, didn't he?
Yeah, I ain't getting caught with no motherfucking overhand left. I'm finna talk on the phone all goddamn night. I ain't getting caught with that shit. Now, the holding the phone was cool against Javier Fortuna, But Tank Davis can punch through that shit and hurt you, and other fighters can, punch through that shit. But the fact that he was like, yo, this is a flaw I had. I'm going to try to fix this shit. And then it showed up in the fight, shows that he can learn and he can apply shit in fight, bro. And that's like any fighter that can do that, they have the ability to continue to get better. So, you got to pay attention to shit like that. Look, man, he's a worthy opponent for Tank. I still got Tank watching him, but is he trash? Was I too hard on him? You gotta tell the truth and say that man showed a lot of improvements and shit, bro. And he got much closer to the version of Ryan Garcia that showed up against Luke Campbell. And you only as good as your most recent fight. You know what I'm saying? So in his most recent fight, that man went out there and he shined and he did his thing. So, give him all the credit in the world, and I hope we get to see him fight Tank Davis next. If not, and he get an Estock Pitbull Cruz fight, and we get Tank Davis versus Gary Russell or some shit, I mean, we got to be happy with that too. But overall, man, Ryan is just, it seemed like he taking boxing more serious. So I hope he just stay active. No reason with the lack of punishment that he took against To-Go and the lack of punishment that he took against Fortuna, there's no reason we shouldn't see him fight again this year. And so hopefully they get something made for him very quickly, bro.
And shout out to Joe Goosen, man.
Yeah, let me say this to a lot of people, right? Y'all be real contradicting in the things that you say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get this shit together, because I hear a lot of people saying that, oh man, Fortuna was a cherry pick. Ryan did what he was supposed to do to Fortuna. He did what he was supposed to do to Fortuna. Fortuna wasn't shit, this and that. Well, how is he supposed to wash Fortuna and stop him like that if Ryan Garcia ain't shit neither? If Ryan Garcia's trash, he horrible, but then you turn around and you tell me that he just did what he was supposed to do to Fortuna. That ain't adding up. Why, if I'm horrible, why are y'all expecting me to get a knockout or wash somebody? Y'all got to make this shit make sense to me. He did. Ryan Garcia's trash. He horrible. He can't beat nobody in the top 10, top 15. He's trash. And then he go and watch somebody like Fortuna. Well, shit, Fortuna was a cherry. He did what he was supposed to do. If he's trash, what the fuck is he supposed to be doing? Just wondering. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trash, if I'm horrible, what am I supposed to be doing?
And he done fought 2 times in 3 months. And
I
y'all favorite fighters
that,
might fight 2
really
times a year.
See, that's why I can't really listen to none of y'all, because y'all will say one thing and then come back and contradict yourself. I don't understand it, bro. I mean, that's why y'all got to watch what you say, because I listen to everything. And if it don't make sense to me, I'm going to call it out.
They let they love or they hate. If they love a fighter or if they hate a fighter, they let that dictate their opinion, bro. And when you do that, that shit makes you contradict yourself, because you making your opinions based on emotion and not on the observation or analytics, bro. And that's what I try to stay away from. So, it is what it is. You right though, man. Like, motherfuckers just like it's just something in me, bro. I don't know if it's just how I was brought up, or just maybe it's just that real sauce in all of us, bro. Like, I can't see somebody do some shit that's good and not get him credit. Like, that's just
right.
It's some fake ass shit. Y'all know I'm biased.
I can't rock with
biased when it comes to AB. I'm biased. Shit. I'm biased.
But that's just like, right. Me going down Tank resume is saying he did what he was supposed to do. Like, oh man, Tank knocked out all these motherfuckers because he did what the fuck he was supposed to do. And then in the very next sentence, I get to arguing with Knockout about how trash Tank is. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking trash. He get hit all the time. You know what I'm saying? He fighting spurt like motherfucker. Tank ain't shit. But then I come back and tell you that everybody on his resume, he did what he was supposed to do. So do I really believe deep down inside that Tank is trash? It just don't make sense, bro. I can't tell you somebody trash.
You definitely got to pick a side.
Just like Crawford. I can't tell you that Crawford did what he's supposed to do with everybody that he fought on his resume, but then come back and tell you that motherfucking Crawford is trash. I can tell you that Crawford, I think that Crawford's a hell of a fighter. Motherfucker could fight his ass off. And then I look at his resume and I say, you know what? He did what the fuck he was supposed to do. But
yeah, if you call him trash, I can't even talk boxing with you, dog.
Right. But I'm telling you that Terrence Crawford did what he was supposed to do because I think that he's the goods. I think that he can fight his ass off. So when I look at his level of competition, I might tell you, yeah, he did what the fuck he was supposed to do to a Green Machine or a Jeff Horn. But I can't tell you he's trash and then tell you, well, he did what he was supposed to do to Jeff Horn. Well, how the fuck was he supposed to knock out Jeff Horn if he was trash and Jeff Horn was some trash? I don't expect neither one of them to do shit because I don't expect nothing out of them because they trash. So, but y'all not, y'all get it, man. Y'all get it. Y'all contradicting yourself with that shit. Yeah, man. It's just
and that ain't
crazy.
That's how you know they don't dissect the sport the right way. Like y'all ain't watching, you understand, the actual fighters. Y'all just basing y'all opinion off of who y'all like. Shit, that don't mean shit. And like I was saying, yeah, I'm biased when it come to AB, but I ain't gonna goddamn it not support. We ain't gonna not be realistic about the facts. Shit. So I don't get. That's why I don't talk boxing with everybody, man, because most people don't know shit about it.
OTB be like, that's a fact, but I just love AB. Fuck it.
Man,
I just love AB.
Yeah, man, and I can stand on that.
Like, I understand what y'all saying, but it's just AB over everybody.
And that's why, I make sure y'all know. I done been in a club with AB and he done bought me a drink and then drunk it. You understand? So, let's be real. Like, I've been on both sides of this gate. You understand? So when I say I fuck with dude, it's on a different level.
That man said he bought him a drink and then drunk that hoe. God,
man, took it to the head too, man. They smack shit out of cuz, man.
Hey, you think this motherfucker finna go in there and do something with Omar Figueroa, bro?
Hey, man,
don't wake up. Hey, don't wake up Sunday, man. And shit,
what AB be in line? I don't even wait in line. That motherfucker be in line. We go to the spot, man. He lose to Omar.
See, everybody fuck like. I mean, you can't. To answer your question, Peter, you can't. I fuck with. I like AB. He's funny. He charismatic. All that shit. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna tell you exactly. What it is with AB. I like him. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably like to hang out around him. He probably the life of the party. But when it comes to boxing, yeah, bro, he not it. He ain't that. No more.
Man, I ain't gonna stand on that. He about to be a 5-time champion. You understand? He about to be a 5-time champion. He
nigga AB,
Omar Figueroa.
Fight a match with Virgil Ortiz.
Film breakdown and make sure, goddamn it, I give him the blueprint. So you understand?
Oh, how he can win. God damn, this nigga AB can be announced to fight Virgil Ortiz next, and you gonna find a way to try to say AB.
I'm gonna dissect it all the way down for him. Just follow the blueprint, guy.
All AB got to do is, man, he got to catch the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Throw the right hand.
We all know Virgil gonna sit over his front foot, sell out with that big hook. You dig? Stay on the phone.
AB, man. AB got power, man. Y'all saw he put down Sean Porter before Earl did. He put down Sean
on his ass. Earl put the glove on the canvas. You understand? We put him on his ass. And then thought we was gonna win the fight for it. Shit, he ain't fight the whole fight because he knew that punch was there. You understand, man? He was fat and everything. It don't matter. I know what this motherfucker. I know I'm gonna bear his ass.
We're gonna have back up when he get his when he lose to Omar Figueroa. We're gonna have an intervention for you, dog. Man, we're gonna have an intervention for you, bro. And we gonna,
bro. Man, y'all know how many corners they done goddamn it roasted me for rocking with, bro. Man, I got to, man.
Omar Figueroa punched too much, man.
Omar,
he let his hand go too much for AB, bro.
Man, Omar ain't the old Omar. Y'all think?
Yeah, Abel Ramos had his ass spitting up blood his last fight. He fucked Omar Figueroa up, bro. That shit was bad, dog.
Come on, man. He about to bed him. Time that ass. And you about to see AB actually active. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You better tell AB to leave Steven Espinosa and Al Haymon alone. His next fight, they're gonna be like, yeah, we got to fight for you.
Man, you got right before
OTB said AB gonna be active
next, nigga.
Hey, OTB said AB gonna be active. He ain't believe that shit himself, man.
Nah, he ain't believe that shit. That man gonna throw anywhere between 10 to 15 punches per round, bro. That's it.
Bro, I used to be on social media arguing with motherfuckers for hours. Now AB gonna let his hands go this fight. I promise y'all. Yeah, y'all talking that shit. I promise you.
Man, AB gonna let his hands go. Like 10 fights in on this shit. Motherfuckers be waiting for this nigga to fight so they can invite
2013. I promise you. Now this time AB gonna let his hands go. Hey, we 10 years in talking about AB gonna let his hands go this fight. We promise you.
And hey, bro, I promise y'all, bro. If they made the over-under, if they gave me an over-under, they were like 100 punches for AB in the fight. Hey, I'm picking the under so motherfucking quick, bro. I might not bet on nothing else the whole goddamn weekend. I'm just gonna put $100 on the under, bro. That man
what fucked me up now. What fucked me up about it is when you watch the Maidana fight, he got rocked in the 6th round. He fought the rest of that fight. How you fight the rest of that fight with your heart and then don't bring it in the ring after that day? Like, did it happen? Did it happen? You understand when your jaw was wired shut for 4 months? Like, when did it happen?
Because that's when it happened,
right then. And you go back. Shit, you don't get up.
I'm gonna tell you what, bro. In the spur of the moment,
when you watch them 6 rounds, bro, he putting it on, goddamn it, on his ass. Like, it ain't like he get put to bed, get up, and then bro just beat his ass the rest of that fight. Like,
that's true.
What's his name?
But he was fighting He was fighting for his life, bro. He literally was in that bitch. That was his last stand, bro. That was his last hoorah. That was like, man, fuck this. I still got that dog in me. But then that dog went away when he got his shit wired shut, and them lonely days and shit. All them people you thought was your friends, now you can't talk, you can't buy drinks and shit. You ain't going out because you got to recover, and you in that bitch lonely by yourself. That shit did something to him, bro. It took that dog away, bro.
That's when.
And so now he don't get up. He still ain't recovered from that shit, bro. And that's why people say like it only take one fight or one punch, and that shit can get taken from you, bro. And it didn't get taken in that moment because he was still in the moment, and that was the AB that was still a dog. That was the AB that was still like, man, I can still beat the shit at this motherfucker. So I'm finna go 10 toes down, and then you could see it when he took that second knockdown from Maidana. You could see it kind of like it fucked with him the rest of the fight. Then when you got the injuries and shit after the fight, bro, it fucked him up, and he ain't been the same. He ain't been the same since that fight, bro. And that's just a fact.
And you can see he hit him harder than Floyd did. Like shit, he like shit. If you ask Maidana today who the hardest puncher, man, shit, hey, Broner.
You know what? I'm looking at Broner's resume, right? And out of Broner's last 15 fights, he only let his hands go in 5 of them fights. Out of his last 15 fights. Because we can go down his resume, right? We're going to start with Antonio DeMarco. He let his hands go that fight.
Right.
Gavin Reese, with little dude, we'll give him Gavin Reese, right? Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't let his hands go. Marcos Maidana, we're going to give him Marcos Maidana, right? Because he let his hands go in that fight, right? As much as he could. Carlos Molina, he really didn't let his hands go in that fight. That was his fight back.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Taylor, he really didn't let his hands go in that fight.
Yeah.
John Molina, he ain't let his hands go. He just, out-slicked John Molina, right? Pop shotted him.
He shotted Taylor, put his ass to
bed. Sean Porter, he showed and let his hands go in that fight. The Khabib Verdell, however the fuck you say his name, he did let his hands go in that fight. The Ashley Theopen, he let his hands go in that fight. The Adrien Granados, he didn't. Mikey Garcia, he didn't. Jesse Vargas, he did, and that was the last time he let his hands go against Jesse Vargas. So out of them 15 fights, he only let his hands go in 5 fights.
Yeah, bro, it did something to him, man. Like,
and he ain't let his hands go since Jesse Vargas. But see,
and Jesse Vargas ain't no big puncher.
But see, the thing about the Jesse Vargas camp, remember that camp he was with Cunningham,
yeah,
and he was living in the house. Cunningham had him, he had him, Tank Davis, and he had Lubin all living together. They was on a strict regimen. They was on a diet plan, right? They was all eating the same food, and they was like really in a real camp. And Cunningham, one thing about Cunningham, he gonna make sure that you in shape. That was the last time that we really seen AB in dog shape like that. When he was when he fought Jesse Vargas. And if you look at the Jesse Vargas fight, he threw more punches in that fight than he did in all of them fights.
Facts. And if you watch the Jesse Vargas tape, Kevin Cunningham still telling his ass to throw more punches.
Yeah.
Like every fucking round, Kevin Cunningham, like, man, let your hands go. And I want to say that's where the term came from. Because we all remember Kevin Cunningham telling his ass in the corner to let his hands go. And as much as, like, shit, I got to lean back on what you said earlier. You understand? As much as I can speak good about Mike Stafford, because you understand Mike Stafford know the ones and twos. Like, you understand, he can teach you. You understand?
He's not a good,
but he ain't good for AB. You understand?
Not
because he can't get him to do that. You understand? And shit, as much as Cunningham didn't get him to let his hands go to my likeness or maybe yours, he got him to let him go. You understand? And shit. To the other part, I wouldn't say that he was out of shape. If you look at AB in the Pacquiao fight, he wasn't out of shape. You understand?
Well, I mean, he wasn't in good enough for shape to let his motherfucking hands go. Or he decided. I think in the Pacquiao fight, really what happened is he got caught somewhere in them earlier rounds, and he decided, you know, hey, I'm not, fuck this. He really went in really the 7th round
mode. Yeah.
He even really after that 7th round, he packed it up. He's like, oh no, this motherfucker hit pretty hard. I'm done. Fact. See, AB, he probably the best survivor in all of boxing. Because if he don't want to get knocked out, you're not gonna knock him out. He's gonna hold you. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker hang on to you like a rag doll.
He gonna hold you, hump you, goddamn it.
He gonna do all of that shit. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? And he still got some reflexes, but AB, once them reflexes that he got go away, but he gonna start getting his ass knocked out.
Facts. And not only say that, I mean, it's room for him, because when you look at the landscape of 140, you got a lot of front foot dominant fighters, with the exception of Regis Prograis. You understand? A lot of front foot dominant fighters that's powered, you know what I mean, that ain't real versatile. And shit, for us to say that he don't possess the tools, you understand, to beat some of these fighters, I just ain't willing to do it.
He don't possess the tools to beat. Regis Prograis will retire Adrien Broner. Regis Prograis will beat the living dog shit out of Adrien Broner. He will beat Adrien Broner up so bad, Adrien Broner won't even want to say the word box no more in his motherfucking. He won't even want to say the word. He won't even want to say nothing with a B in it.
Hey, what's crazy is Regis want that fight. You know what I mean?
Regis been calling out Adrien Broner
shit for damn near 2 years.
Regis has been calling out Broner since 2015.
So if Broner can make 140, I do think that that's a likely fight.
He'll never fight Regis. Mike Stafford said that he'll never fight Regis. Mike Stafford said that. He said Regis needs to go and find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? We're not fighting him. Regis been calling for that fight.
Yeah,
and salute to the queen, Lenny, the queen. She says, I hope to see you guys tomorrow at Couples Corner. KO, hey friend. OTB, hey boo. Key, always good show. And I appreciate you, queen, always coming through, showing love and support. And y'all already know we're going to be right over there on Couples Corner, on Glove Up Boxing and more. Y'all go sub to Glove Up Boxing and more. But I'm just telling you, bro, he's not going to fight Regis. They know not to get in the ring with Regis. And AB, he better not go nowhere near Regis.
If Regis get that strap, if Regis get a strap, Regis not gonna want that smoke. Regis already said he want to walk him out of boxing.
Bad. If you think that what Marcos Madonna did to AB,
when you watch Regis
it's
in
gonna be
the
a lot
Josh
worse.
Taylor fight, and you watch him in the pocket, bro, Josh beat him in the pocket.
It doesn't matter. Adrien Broner is not Josh Taylor. First of all. Second of all, Regis Prograis will beat the dog living shit out of AB. AB is older now. He a lot slower now, right? He didn't fucking destroyed his body, going on 4, 5, 6 month drinking binges. This is just the truth.
Facts.
He's not the same. He don't have the same reflexes. He ain't the same AB that he used to be when we was calling him the can man. He's nowhere near that man no more.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And if he get in there with Regis Prograis throw a million punches from all type of different angles. He hit you hard as fuck. He don't never get tired. He's not gonna stop. And Adrien Broner is gonna shell up, and he gonna look like a bitch in that fight. And Regis is gonna stop him. He gonna hurt him really, really bad because Regis is strong also, and Regis is not gonna let Adrien Broner just grab him and continue to hug him and hug on him and grab him. He gonna get hurt, bro. I'm telling you, you don't want, good and so goddamn well, you don't want to see AB versus Regis. If you care about AB, you don't want to see him against nobody like Regis Prograis, Gary Antoine Russell. None of those fighters like that. Those fighters will kill Adrien Broner now. Hurt that man bad. You can't go in the ring with a Gary Antoine Russell or Regis Prograis or somebody that had that type, or Subriel Matisse, one of them type of fighters like that, and put AB in the ring with one of them that they don't get tired, they hella aggressive, they throwing punches from all type of different angles, and everything they throw, they trying to hurt you with it. That's a nightmare for AB that's going to go in there. He already scared. That motherfucker, he's scared to get hit, bro. I'm not talking shit. That's just what it is. He's already scared. He's going to go in there and shell up, and they're going to eventually catch his ass.
That's
all that hugging and shit that he did with Pacquiao, he's not going to be able to overpower them or be stronger than them.
Yeah, I already know about the Gary fight. My only thing with Regis is Regis fight his opponents fight a lot. You understand? And lately you starting to see Regis really fight his last 2 fights that I watched him. He really, fighting his fight. But when you really watch him, Regis a dog too. And Regis like to get in that pocket. You understand? And Regis like to open up in that pocket. And that's where he take his shots at. You understand? And for that reason, that's where AB live at. You understand?
AB, bro, AB has no chance. AB don't have no chance of beating no Regis Prograis. No motherfucking chance at all. It like that, his chance is, bro, I'll be willing to give you 100-1 odds that AB ain't coming close to fucking with Regis Prograis. Like he ain't, bro. I mean, AB, bro.
Watch when he knock out Omar, man. Watch when he knock out Omar.
Come on, bro. Let's keep it realistic about. I know that's your guy, but let's just keep it. And this goes to everybody that's in that denial stage with Adrien Broner. When he was in tip-top condition, his best shape, right? He was barely getting past guys like Jesse Vargas. He was drawing with guys like Jesse Vargas and fucking Adrian Granados. Let that shit sink in. He was getting draws with fighters like Jesse Vargas and Adrian Granados.
Only thing I got to say,
and that was AB back then, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Now we think that an AB is 6 years later that's been on fucking goddamn more drinking binges than we can count. And I'm talking about when I say binge, and I'm not saying that because this is a real secret, I'm telling his business. He tells you himself, man, I got to get back in the gym and get my shit together. Like shit, I've been on a 4-month drinking binge. You see it. You see him at every day at one point for about 6 months straight. OTB, no, I ain't lying.
Yeah,
at one point for 6 months straight, he was going live, sitting up at a bar. Some nights he was the last one in the bar, drunk in the motherfucker. They had to carry his ass up out
Same bar he drunk, but yeah, I mean, and as right as you is, bro. You understand? We also got to take into context that shit. We know that this is his last chance. So now he know that he fighting for his career. And but shit, when you talk about the talent being there and you talk about the urgency finally having to be there, this somebody that ain't never had to have no urgency since he came in the sport because of how he was introduced. You understand? Mind you that he had to make himself too. You understand? Floyd had his uncles to manipulate everything. You understand? And help guide him. AB ain't had shit but that amateur career, and he didn't go to the Olympics. So you understand? He really had to build himself. So when you look at the name that he built, then you understand you gotta appreciate that. But that ain't got shit to do with him not being, you understand, in shape and him being gun shy. And the fact of the matter is, this the first time that he have to have some urgency. So if you don't see it now, then like y'all say, I'm inclined to agree. It ain't no spot in boxing for you at that point.
I just don't think that the ability is not there no more. The ability is not there. Even how he trains, like I said, it's so many things wrong with Adrien Broner. You know what I'm saying? The ability is not there no more. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, but I'm a realistic fan. And AB remind me of the Dallas Cowboys, right? With how the fans believe in AB, right? The Dallas Cowboys, for instance, right?
That's because everybody love a comeback story.
They lose their best offensive lineman. They lose another offensive lineman, right? They lose players on defense. They lose their best wide receiver on the team. They lose their second best wide receiver on the team, right? They lose all these fucking key parts.
And they still don't win the Super Bowl.
And then they don't get parts to replace those key parts that they lost. But then you got people telling you that they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to be better than they was last year. They're going to be better than they lost all of these key parts, but you got people that are still swear up and down that they're going to be better than they was last year.
And it's
the same thing with OB. It's the same thing with AB, right? He go on drinking binge for years, 6 months at a time, then go off. Go back on another 3 months at a time. Then go back on another 4 months at a time, right? He do all this damage to his body. Years pass, and, you know, he continued to do damage to his body. But then you got people that come back and say he's going to be better than he was before all of that.
Nah,
y'all got to make this shit make sense to me. It's the ability is not there no more.
And it ain't so much as that, you understand? I think that what it is everybody we know, bro. Everybody love a comeback story. And what better story is there in boxing? Like, I go as far as to say it ain't a better story in boxing other than making it all the way up, being number one, losing it all, and then coming back and getting it again. Regardless of what level of success that is, because of the reasons, you understand, that you just noted, him disrespecting the sport, him disrespecting his body, you understand, like I told y'all know, you understand, we just had 5, damn near 10 national champions. Like, shit, what if they take that approach? So, you know what I mean? Don't never think that I'm a fan of that type shit. Like, you understand? Nah, hell nah, we ain't no fan of that, but as far as the story go, shit, to see him actually regain a championship, shit, that would be the biggest story in boxing.
I'll probably, and believe it or not, OTB, I'll probably be more excited than you would to see AB, you know what I'm saying, somehow do a motherfucking whole 360 turnaround miracle and be at the top of boxing.
Right, like, because
but you know how realistic that is. You know how realistic that is? That is just about as realistic as Michael Jordan coming back and motherfucking being the top player in the NBA this year. That's about how realistic that. Now, that's a hell of a story. Motherfucking Michael Jordan, 60 years or however old he is, in his 50s, you know, come back and do something that nobody ever did before. Bro, that's a motherfucking wish and a dream that's far, far away.
I agree, but it just wouldn't take a lot. You understand? We know that boxing fans of the moment. You understand? They such fan. A motherfucker get a knockout this weekend, and he the best at that division. I want to see him fight Tank now. You understand? And like that's the only thing. He 2 fights, and shit, your name mentioned right back up there. Like so, shit, it ain't. I don't know. It ain't really far fetched.
The thing is, right? You got to get past Omar Figueroa, right? I don't think that he's gonna get past Omar Figueroa. Right, but if he does get past Omar Figueroa, somehow they give him, like Knockout said, they give him a gift decision again, and then who does he go fight then? Because now we're gonna AB. If you want a chance, they're not throwing AB no more bones. Okay, next fight, if you want a chance, yeah, we're gonna put you in there with somebody, but it's gonna be somebody tough. And you look at 140 landscape, bro, he can't beat none of them fighters. He can't beat no fighter that's a tough task. Omar is the best opponent they're going to be able to give to him because Omar Figueroa has been out there fucking off just like AB. He been on his own drinking binges. He didn't have a whole bunch of fucking mental health issues. He didn't have a whole lot of shit outside of the ring, maybe more than Adrien Broner. Omar Figueroa, the only one that they could really find, was the best opponent to put him in the ring with because we don't talk about it like we do AB because, Omar is not on the level of AB, right? As far as star status. So we tend to, point the finger at AB and his fuck ups a lot more than Omar. But Omar got a fucking whole closet full of them too. You know what I'm saying? And he fucked off his whole career just like Adrien Broner did.
Facts.
He did. So, so we just not going to, sit here and talk about that Omar was on, that Adrien Broner was on alcohol and going on binges and fucking off his money and strip clubs.
Omar was too.
Omar was doing the same shit and probably worse.
And there's a good chance that if we asked the ref on that Saturday night of August 20th, if you smell one of them sweating out some damn liquor, you understand? Shit, ask the ref.
But if you ask me what fighter has looked better in the past 6 years, I'll say Omar. And Omar didn't have more layoffs than goddamn Adrien Broner. But one thing I can tell you is, he don't have no defense, but at least he do come to fight. He'll come to fight. He don't got no defense, but AB, I can't say the same. And I think right now, AB is in this shit for the wrong reason. I think he blew up because he talking about them pushing his fight back. But he know he wasn't in shape last month, right? So they pushed his fight back, but he's pissed off because now he needs that check. He like, I don't give a fuck about being in shape. Stop fucking pushing my fight back. But what he really want to say is, man, y'all fucked me up, man. I needed that fucking check. I needed that check last month. OTB, am I lying? He needs that fucking check. He don't give a fuck if he come in 6 pounds overweight. I need that motherfucking check.
Facts. Definitely.
And so I think that's what it is with AB. He's trying to get a motherfucking check. In shape or not. He ain't in shape though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you see how that boy was built? Man. Hey,
Facts.
You see how that boy was built
like a letter Y. You look at
that motherfucker
like
built
a letter Y.
Motherfucker
built like a lowercase B. How the fuck you built like a lowercase B, man?
Damn.
And it's sad to see, but the only thing I can say to that is when you is draining weight, if he trying to get down to 140, which we ain't seen him do in damn near 10, 12 years. You understand? So shit, I can understand the urgency and wanting the fight date because you want to knock that weight off as you get closer to your fight. So you can actually make that weight. Man, like two.
What weight was he coming from, though?
Like 180, 210.
Bro, he had to be at least in the 190s.
Yeah,
that nigga didn't have no neck.
Yeah, he was 180 plus.
No neck. Motherfucking love handles falling all off the sides and shit.
Man, whole bit of beer.
Nigga ain't got no booty no more. That nigga just fucked up shape. That
shit take its toll on your body, boy.
Huh?
That shit take its toll on your body, boy. Like
that nigga built like a goddamn old ass a motherfucking old ass goddamn reservation bride.
Man, he built like your uncle. Like he built like everybody's uncle. Everybody got that short, fat ass uncle. Like shit. And watch, Tank gonna be the same way. If Tank don't stay active, you look at Tank face. You ever shook Tank hand? You understand? Tank got fat fingers. You understand? That shit. Man, boy, you stay out too long, man. That shit.
I think Tank is a lot. I think that Tank has got older. I think he's a lot more disciplined than AB.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm just
he
talking
do blow
about
up in weight quick because Tank, that little interview that he did, he had that big ass oversized shirt on, but you could tell Tank had, he had put on a whole lot of weight fast.
Yeah, Tank blow up too. You understand? But
shit. AB, he blow up, you know what I'm saying? And then he just abuses his body. And AB, you could look at him, man. He looked like he in his 40s already.
Facts. He looked like he your uncle.
Old, bro.
Like shit, you could really introduce AB as your uncle. Like, yeah, this is my Uncle Leroy from the West Side.
If I'm already wild, bro, right? And then you give me a whole bunch of fucking money, and then I get a drinking habit on top of that with a whole bunch of money to where I can do whatever I want to every day. You like, we talk about him abusing his body. We don't even know the half.
Facts.
We don't know the half of what this man did to his body. Because he didn't have to, he already wild, he don't have no discipline, and then he was able to do it whatever he want, when he want, because he got money like that. Bro, come on,
that's
man.
Dangerous. You know
that's dangerous, man.
That shit was dangerous.
Like, he done a lot, and you could see it in his face.
Facts.
You see it in his face.
Facts. And that damn
I wish the best for him, bro. But I mean, I just got to be real. I don't see it. I see him going out there against Omar Figueroa and doing the same thing that we've seen him do. I think it'll go 12 rounds, and AB gonna lose pretty much almost every round, unless now he do got a chance of stopping Omar. If Omar come in there out of shape, AB might be able to stop him during the later rounds, but it's just hard for me to see that because he's not gonna let his hands go.
Nah, Omar about to be in shape. You understand? If y'all ain't watched that press conference, just watch Omar's side. You understand? I hope you ain't quit watching it because AB walked off.
No. I heard from Omar.
Nah, not you, bro. Like, yeah, I'm just saying to them, like, you understand? I hope y'all ain't quit watching it because Omar sound like he actually ready. He sound like he actually dedicated to the sport again. And he looked like it. You understand? I got to say that, even in his face. You know what I mean? And I give him credit there. So I don't expect Omar to not come in there ready to fight. Like you say, I think he's going to be ready to fight. But I think AB will too, just because you got to have that urgency now. You understand? And if you don't, then you realize what you about to be. You just watch you be a laughing stock for the last 5 years. Like we say, for 10 years, you understand, we knew and we wasn't impressed. But for 5 of them years, you understand, mainstream media and certain celebrities still respected him. Now you don't have that respect from nobody. You understand? So if that urgency ever come, goddamn it, if you ever been at the bottom, this is you in the amateurs again. Yeah, I mean, that's the love that you gotta have again. You
used to hear casuals, all they was talking about AB fighting this weekend, Adrien Broner. You're not gonna hear a casual telling you, oh man, AB about to fight Omar Figueroa, bro.
Nobody even care about his
time has passed, bro. The only people that's gonna know about this fight is us.
Yeah,
die-hard boxing fans.
Fact.
That's it. Hard. You seen it with Gervonta Santiago. My cousin, right? I was at my cousin crib in Flint when he fought Santiago, right? And I turned the fight on, he said, "Damn, I didn't even know Adrien Broner was still fighting." He said, "AB still fighting." He said, "AB still fighting." But then he was excited because he like, man, I fuck with AB. That my dude.
Right.
You know? But he didn't even know AB was still fighting. And then you seen the numbers and shit. Most of the world didn't even know AB fought.
Right. And the fan perception changed. You understand? Once that fan perception changed, where we ain't no longer, for a while, you had people watching these fights wanting you to lose. You understand? At least even if that's what they wanted to see, they watched it for that reason. You understand? Where now you don't even have that factor. So
I know, like he had the Mexican fan base, bro. He had a huge Mexican fan base that paid to see or watched to see him lose. They hated AB. I know this for a fact. They hated Adrien Broner.
Fact.
They would pay anything to see him lose, but he lost that. He don't have that no more because you know he gonna lose.
With good reason. You understand? When you get the microphone and you start talking about something, I don't care if you Mexican. Yeah, man, come on, man. Like shit. Then you brought that on yourself. So you right, bro. And he was definitely big. You can't talk about how big he was. So shit. Gotta say you right about everything you said.
Yeah, bro. And now that's gone. And then you made it worse with the Santiago performance. Whoever watched that shit, they like, man, we already know what the fuck this nigga gonna do. Nigga went in there against Gervonta Santiago, looked horrible, got his ass beat the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then you had a young cat that people looked at as a prospect. Not me, but I'm saying a lot of people looked at Gary Antoine Russell as a prospect. He go out there and he walked through the motherfucker like he wet tissue paper.
Damn, sure did.
And then call AB out. And we ain't heard nothing from AB. Call AB out and say, yeah, you know, I showed him how to do it. I had to show, you know, how to get rid of this dude.
Damn,
and did it easy. Made that shit look like a fucking made it look like he went to work, clocked in, looked at the motherfucking clock for 30 seconds and clocked back out and got paid for a full 12 hours.
Damn, sure did.
No work.
And he made that shit look easy. And like you say, he went out and told us. But shit, man, if you ain't never had it, goddamn it, boy, then shit, you gotta have it now. And that's my only perspective. So when you say that shit, I am hoping. Yeah, I mean, I ain't even gonna not say I ain't hoping. I'm hoping that he actually dedicate himself back to the sport. Because if he do, you know what I mean, I do feel like it's some big fights and there's some opportunities for him. You know what I mean? Pending you can sit on your shots and let your hands go. You understand? And keep that same and keep like 50, maybe 75%. I don't feel like that defensive purpose that he have is gonna go nowhere. I don't feel like it ain't no dog in AB. I feel like it's dog in him. He just got caught chasing the check for too long. So now you at a point where you're back against the wall. You know what I mean? And we know what people do when they back against the wall. So I wouldn't expect no different from him. And I look forward to seeing that. That's what's most exciting about that fight to me is that you got two fighters who both of their backs against the wall. Shit, both of these fighters, whoever loses this fight, you walking out of boxing. Period. You becoming, and if you not, then you not a main event no more. You fighting before one of these young guys that we just spoke of. You understand? So shit, you got to now.
Yes, sir, man. I'm getting ready to wrap it up, man. We've been in here almost 4 hours cooking today. God dang, didn't even seem that long.
Everybody better have smashed the like too.
Yeah, y'all hit the like button. You know, we gonna get up out of here. Hell of a show. OTB, let them know real quick what you got going on, where to find you at.
Yeah, man, we got get the OTB boxing class 1-on-1, man. We got Benavidez film. Got caught working a lot today, man. I'm gonna drop that bitch tonight though. So the Benavidez film should be up after knockout. Probably when y'all get up in the morning. And we got the Ohio show tomorrow at 3:30. Y'all tune in, man. The me and the Ohio Run Boxing. We got a show we do on Fridays. So get there. We definitely working though. Appreciate talking that shit with you, bro. You know I had to tap in, man. I know how it is with AB, man. The bias ain't never towards the sport. You understand? It come with good reason. So yes, I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes, sir. In World Combat Sports, what's happening with it, Scotty? I see you. Salute. And I appreciate everybody. Like I said, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. And we will be back tomorrow. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.